All right. So last we left off, after changing plans and deciding to use the bridge of teleportation between New Throne and the Moon Mother's mountain, the party activated the device and stepped through after sorting out any last minute things to do in the city. And for your benefit, Seb, we interrogated the prisoner in the House of Holding, finding out that it was some sort of doppelganger slash changeling. Seemed to be a rebel for a cause, thinking that they didn't believe that they were as important as the bigger picture. They were willing to get captured, assassinate the council, do things for the greater good as it was seen in their eyes. Got some information out of them though, that the ritual to open the doorway to somewhere would be occurring on the full moon, which is about 2 nights away. And that behind it is a familiar name of Lafon's. So, going back to the group, discussing that it would be more efficient to get the party to the mountain instantaneously and send Shapiro and Onus on the boat to meet you in a couple of days' time should you need an escape that way. Agreeing to that, Onus and Shapiro made their way out of town, Onus handing back the Gem of True Scene to Ghost, making it seem that he had handed it back broken and that he had no use for it anymore. Maybe just playing up a little bit that he is aiding the party more, so Shapiro isn't suspect of that. But they made their way. The rest of the party met at the House of the Golden Veil, and working with the Duke, Hera activated the teleportation link, and everyone stepped through. Just before they stepped through, Puck got everyone to be covered in the dust of invisibility, or dust of disappearance. And thankfully, stepping through, you arrived not quite on location. Not too sure how far away you are from the other end of the gate, but a cavern full of phase spiders was met on your arrival. So in the dark, everyone navigated each other invisibly around them, and thankfully not triggering any hostile activity. You now find yourself in a tunnel that has been burrowed. Looks like a creature of significant size makes their way through these caves. The rocks are a almost grey, light grey material like that you would think that you would find on the moon's surface. So, as we move into this tunnel, and everyone kind of correlates around each other, you are still invisible for the time being. But you do know that each other of that you are there. This will last for the next 8 or so minutes. So as you can see on the map, you find yourself in a tunnel coming from the northwest behind you. That would lead back to the spider's cavern. So,
did we just step out of a side cavern into a main?
Yeah, it kind of like roped around.
Tunnel?
Yes, and so this is the cylindrical tunnel that goes down.
Understood. And it seems to have like an orientation.
Not at the moment.
There's an up way and a down way?
Not at the moment. It seems a little bit disorientated, you being inside this, not knowing how deep into the mountain you are. It's a bit hard to tell. There is no natural light in here. A couple of the stones give off a bit of a glow at the moment, meaning that dark vision is not necessary. but that might just be the material of the essence of this cave.
Just quick question about the burrowing. What we're walking through something that looks like it's burrowed through here.
Yeah, it looks like this mountain was fully intact at one point, and something has made a cave system.
Sure.
It looks almost too. It doesn't look like it has been mined out. It looks like something has dug through. Yeah.
Sure. And just as I guess a question for the party and Reese, has there been any like recent signs that that's still around? Like, have you heard any quaking or anything like that?
Not as of yet. You have only been here for sub a minute.
Sure.
Yeah.
Coming through, navigating through the spiders, and now you've just kind of got a time to breathe. As you all kind of stand invisible in this cave.
This in theory, Seb, is now where Moonbiter's lair is. We don't exactly know what Moonbiter is.
True. Okay.
So it could have, been that. I'm gonna lose my voice real fast, guys. Sorry. DM, I've still got the gem of true seeing up. Is there anything I pick up on the ethereal plane that might indicate a direction
You do.
that we should go in?
That is 120 feet, isn't it?
It is.
Right. That is quite large. At the moment, you do not see anything except towards the southwest. The southeast. You can see almost. I imagine this is like the Batman vision in the Batman games when he puts the mask on, everything kind of goes translucent a bit. You can see what looks like almost an arching device. Not device. Something that's arching between two rocks, and you can see quite a lot of bats hanging off it. But they are in this plane.
How far off?
That would probably be just on the edge of where your 120 feet are.
Cool. So I'll whisper that to Malikov. Just be careful up ahead. Bats are sleeping.
So just quickly as well, did we clarify it's dark in here, like we can't see, or
No, so the rocks almost give off a bit of luminance. So everyone can see as usual in here.
Okay, cool. Shall we keep moving? I'm happy to go ahead.
All right. You move ahead and
keep an eye on you.
See the path splits into two straight away. And as you move into this fork, you can hear that to the south there is the sound of running water, splashing and moving, and it sounds like it does get quite fast. And then to the other side is almost dead quiet. So I will just reveal down to about there. Now this water, the water down here, it looks like there is a funnel or another crack in a rock that is pushing water through, and it is coming to this pool down here. It then goes south and looks like it gets quite torrent as it moves further south. It starts a lot of white water.
Reese, as we kind of just move along, I just want to have a look on the rocks and the walls. just trying to see if there's like, obviously there's going to be like natural algae and stuff in there, but
Yep.
like to see if there's any like, I don't know, like skin, like, you know, if something has been burrowing and
Sure.
like debris from whatever might have like cut itself, or just like dead skin coming off or anything.
Yeah, give me a nature or survival check.
Sure. I will do a survival. 12.
12. Looking along the rocks here, it does seem quite rough at a closer inspection. It doesn't seem as smooth as it looks when it is a tunnel. But at the moment, there is no debris or anything. You do see a couple of little tiny bits of moss and stuff growing, but yeah, it doesn't appear to be anything of something living.
Cool.
What direction would you like to take?
Do you think maybe we should take a sample of this water, see if there's any poison in it?
Sure thing. How do we,
Not a bad
how do
idea.
we tell if it's poisoned without
Uh,
drinking it?
We can take a little ampule of it and then test it against the other water because we collected water elsewhere, didn't we?
I believe we
Yeah.
did,
One of us did.
yes.
Yeah. So Puck will go. I think it was Ghost who had all of the vials for.
I think, yeah, Ghost collected some at the site with the Etten.
Yep. So I'll go and clamber down a little bit, and I'll collect some water.
Sure. You go right down to the edge, down here
I
to
can climb down if I need.
Sure. This isn't too far down, maybe like a couple of feet or so. But you do see that towards the end of the... I know you're only a couple of feet tall, but towards the end of this cavern, you see that the water almost sinkholes down. Right.
Hmm.
So it goes down a little bit of waterfall, and then it kind of whirlpools down here, which looks like it kind of siphons through to somewhere else. You can't quite see past there, though. But
Oh, so it's going down like that way.
down this way, yes.
Okay, cool. I thought it was going the other way for some reason. Yep. All right.
No, so this is a little crevice that is coming out and splashing into the water. And then, yeah, there's like a... kind of dips down and then siphons down a hole. You're not too sure where that would lead you to, though. Reach down and easily fill up a vial of this water, close it, and head back to the party. If Ghost does bring out his vial of water, you can definitely see that the one you collected is almost a pure blue, almost clear color, whereas Ghost's is a little bit more murky. And it appears that the water you have collected is not the same. I won't say clean because you're not sure about that, but it looks pretty clear.
Cool. Yeah, I'll give that to you, Ghost. You can put it with the other one. All right. Shall we move on? Do you want me to scout ahead?
Sure. Is there any way out down
That'd be
through the
wise.
waterway? Just as a possible escape route.
What was that? Sorry, is there? There's. I mean, unless you feel like holding your breath in an uncertain tunnel of water, I think we're best served going this way. The water dips down, goes into some kind of tunnel.
Call that Plan B.
Never mind. Well, I will see what-
Ghost and I look at each other with like half-built, like underwater helmets. Maybe one day.
We should all be so lucky. Drowning wasn't really high on my list of ways to die. All right, I'll scout ahead. So I'll start. I'm gonna stealth up, and I'm probably gonna be like 50 feet
Yeah, sure.
or so ahead of everyone.
Here, were you joining
If
Puck, or you
everyone's
just
happy
want to let him go ahead?
No, if he's going to sit about 50 feet ahead, that'll work. Because even if it gets dark, I've got 60 feet of dark vision, so I'll just keep within it's like 50 feet of him, I guess.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then I can also always message him if I need to. He like makes a signal to get my attention or anything. I can always message from 50 feet back.
Yeah. All right.
Remember, we are invisible.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is true.
Okay. As you start scanning ahead, can you give me a perception check, please?
Yep. Oh, that's not bad. Perception of 19.
19. Again, the path forks, and to one side you see a opening that looks like it goes to quite a large cavernous area, and then to the south you can see a almost rickety bridge. Seems like it has been built recently, but it isn't well made. And with that perception check, you see on the underneath of this bridge a line of bats hang from it.
I'd like to have a look at the large area side. I'm probably going quite quickly now because I know that my invisibility is limited.
Sure.
And I'm trusting a bit of my stealth and my natural stealth and weighing that up versus the
Sure.
the need to be quiet. But everyone else is, I'm assuming, still just walking. I'm not calling back if there's any problems or anything.
Yeah, no worries. So if you want to move up here,
Yep.
you see out in front of you almost a couple of stones that have been laid down and connect different pillars. It then drops down hundreds of feet into pitch darkness. And in the center pillar, there is a skull of bones that looks like the remnants of a dragon. I will reveal the area now, but it looks like quite a large cavernous area. The roof as well goes up quite a long way. Reveal.
Not the Moon Mother.
Possibly. Oops.
And there's a little dais in front of the skeleton, the skull.
Appears to be, yes.
All right. Go.
I was just going to ask, Reese, these here. I know
Yes,
obviously I
they're
can't see
quite
them,
far down.
but they're like other pillars.
Yes.
That are just quite far lower, but they're
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. I will come back to the group. I
Sure.
assume as they all kind of move up, they'll all kind of end up sort of in that sort of fork area. And I'll say, well, I'll wait for them to get there, and I'll say, there's a dragon's skull, some kind of dais in front of it, through this way. I'll point to that side. And there's a bridge over there, but there's a lot of bats underneath it. I think if we walk across it, we're quite likely to cause a bit of a ruckus. There are other paths that seem to head off from the other side of the dragon, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's the Moon Mother. I don't know. What do you think? Again, I just realized we're all invisible.
This is true.
Reese, if I
That's
like
very funny.
pop over here and take, can I, or like, you know, somewhere around here, can I see the bats underneath the?
Yeah, they're not hiding or anything. They are just hanging underneath this bridge.
But they're just normal size bats.
Yeah. There's quite a few of them though. Ghost, can you give me a quick perception check, please?
That's an 18.
An 18. As you kind of move up towards the voices of the rest of your party, you can see this big chasm in front of you. You kind of get something out of the corner of your eye, and you turn with the gem, and directly south of you, you see a figure, humanoid. Maybe it's very hard to tell at this distance. It's right on the edge of your true sight, but it looks like their hands are bound, and they are sitting head down, crouched on the ground, directly south of you.
Is that down in this?
further south than that.
Uh,
So that yellow light around you is your true sight.
yeah. Directly south and not linked to either of these two caverns necessarily.
I would say it's probably around here.
Sure. Do they have any like defining features, like horns or fur or
Scales.
dragonborn?
Would be your best guess.
No, we're not here on a rescue mission, but someone bound the south across the bridge, further along.
I think we kind of are here on a rescue mission. We think that the Moon Mother is in trouble. We're trying to help her.
Looks like it may be a dragonborn. Could be a good insight. Sorry, my voice is going to go real fast. It's the best I can do.
Get some water.
He's just trying to be quiet and stealthy.
Yeah.
You'll need a lozenge. Oh.
Have a good
Has
berry.
it been invented yet?
Well, what do we all think? We have to cross that way, and the bats might give us away, but we are invisible. We might be able to move quickly.
I don't think bats care about what they see, but yes.
No. Definitely bats will make a lot of noise.
True.
Sure,
Alright.
I think-
The other way might connect through. There is a path that heads in that general direction. We just have to go past the skull.
You do see a path down here that looks like it goes south.
Bats. Creepy
Oh,
dragon
yeah.
skull.
I feel like the dragon
Who
skull.
would play D&D on a Sunday?
I feel like we should go past the dragon skull. I think that we don't know if it's going to do anything, and we might get some more insight.
Agreed.
Interested to see what some of you magic users think of it.
Alright, let's do it.
I can tell you now, it's heebie-jeebies.
Puck will go at the front, probably, still.
Sure.
Yep.
I've just been like tapping Molokov's arm and sort of like giving him a light pull in a direction every time people move. So I've noticed he's still not quite aware of where the whole party is.
No, we got light now.
We
We're
got
invisible.
light, but we're still invisible.
We're
Oh,
invisible.
yeah, sure.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll cross
this-
the bridge.
Does it look rickety as he's walking across it?
It looks like a stone bridge.
It's quite solidly there. It's not like tipping on an axis at some points or anything like that.
I mean, you won't know until you cross it. But you're going first. You scamper across the bridge, and it does not seem to move under your weight. As you reach the middle, you see this large dragon skull, and other bones around it. Ignore that; it's hands, but it's other bones that are scattered around it. And the dais in front of it seems to be representative of a moon. I think you'll have a little bit more insight around the exits to here, so I will just reveal those for you. There's that one. That one. That one. And that one.
Oh dear lord.
Can I ascertain, like, investigate and see how long I think this dragon might have been dead for? Or if there's any.
Yeah, you can give me a nature check on it. I'm going to turn your true sight off just so we can see things a bit better, Ghost.
It's
But
only a 7.
there you go. Only a 7. Bones. They got a little bit of mold growing on them. Hard to ascertain how long
Yep.
this could be dead. Also, knowing that dragons can live for quite some time as well. So,
Yeah.
quite a hard one to gather.
Yep. All right. I'm going to work my way going around the dais.
Sure. You don't want to
Carefully
stand
not
on
stepping
it?
in the middle.
You walk around no problem. And again, when you look down at it, it looks like a artist's rendering of a full moon.
Yep.
But yeah, then you just see some other stone pillars that go off in different directions.
Yeah. I'm going to let the others look at things, and I'm actually going to go look at this one over here. So I'm going to cross and just like peer down from like the other side over here, see what I can see while others are coming across.
For sure. As you move across these kind of smaller stone bridges, they are sturdy, but you kind of fit 1 foot in front of the other. They're not that wide. That you just kind of keep in mind. But as you look down that cavern there, you see another spout of water coming out as it kind of turns around, and it looks like it's water that just goes over stones. Let me just... that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, while I'm waiting for everyone, I'm gonna go in there and like try and look around the corner and things.
Sure. You can get to about there.
Yep.
Because then we'll go back to the others.
Yep.
And yeah, you look down and see that it does continue. But you do notice that the rocks are quite slippery from the place you are forward. That the water is kind of splashing over the rocks. And you're kind of... where you are now is where it's safe to stand without standing on some slippery rocks kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But whilst you're doing that,
Yep.
we'll go back to the main party. What is everyone else doing?
I've crossed with Hera. There is something I want to do, but I think I'll kind of note what Hera's doing and then kind of
Sure.
do my thing once she's done.
Hera?
Probably just having like a good gander at this skull. Are these fingers and stuff?
No,
Like
they're just
bone
like
fingers.
just scattered bones. Ignore that they're hands. Scattered
Okay, no,
bones.
that's cool.
But you have a closer look at the skull. Are you trying to discern anything in particular, or are you just investigating it?
I suppose, yes, similar, I guess, to what Puck was trying to discern. Maybe not necessarily how long it's been dead for, but maybe just by the bone structure and stuff, just how old the dragon is and like how long these bones have been around for. And I suppose I am going to be sort of looking to see if any of the teeth look like they are still attached to the skull as well.
Sure. Yeah, I think nature check will still go ahead with that. Or history. You can do history.
Oh, they're both the same. So that's a 25.
Right. As you kind of look close at this thing and ignoring little bits of mold and scratches that are around it, although it is worth noting that there are some scratches on it that don't normally occur on bone, you discern that this probably belongs to an adult, maybe even an ancient dragon. Type unknown, but that it has been here for quite some time. It is only the top half of the skull. There is no bottom jaw, and it looks like there are a couple of teeth left in, but they have kind of started to sink into the stone beneath it. So in order to get to the teeth, you'd have to lift the whole skull up.
Gotcha.
But yes, it does give you an indication of the size dragons can grow to. This being the skull of a ancient dragon.
If it's just the top like half, sort of like domed, but at the back, can I just like walk around and then walk like in it?
Yeah. as you do, you look out of the two eye holes, and you see that they are looking pretty much directly at the dais in front of it.
Interesting.
But it is hollow inside. Again, something probably worth noting. It is completely hollow inside.
Yeah. Interesting. I might just stand in there for a second and look at the dais from the dragon's eyes.
All right, Vargir, you were waiting on those actions.
Yeah, I might just walk to the front of it.
Sure.
I'd like to just rest my hand on the like snout of it, and I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
Oh,
So
It's-
you can ask cure wounds.
cure. I
I
cast Raise Undead. Cure wounds. Divine Sense.
Yeah.
Celestials, Fae, Fiends, and Undead, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Celestials, Fae, Fiends, and Undead. You get the Celestial ping from Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Fae ping from Tin.
Mm-hmm.
But Fiends and Undead, you do not get the sense of. And you do get the sense of evil
Mm-hmm.
coming from the southwest.
And that's notably the direction Puck went in. Yeah, sure.
Southwest.
That's notably the
sorry.
direction that ghosts saw someone
Goes. Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Okay.
tied up.
Hey, Hera.
You do notice as well that the bone feels cool to the touch, very smooth. It's got some scratches on it and stuff, but it is very
Like
almost
abnormally
unnatural.
cold
I think to someone that has maybe it's the presence of this beast that once was, but you touch it and it just feels not cold, like you don't take your hand away, but it's just that smooth cold stone, you know, sometimes when you touch it and it's been in the shade on a really hot day.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling.
Hera, there's that way. There's something pretty bad over there. Maybe we should let the rest of them know. You're muted.
No, he's looking through the eye hole.
Huh?
Do you mean through the same place where the person is tied up?
Yeah, that way.
Okay, well maybe we let Ghost know. To see if he thinks it's a good idea we go there.
I can't see anyone. Ghost, are you around?
Ghost, are you out here?
Molokov, you probably hear this as you're approaching as well. This conversation.
Yeah, I love it.
Ghost.
So our friend in chains is not not good, no?
Well, from what I can tell, yeah, not exactly.
Now, I know I'm a little late to the party, but there was something I would like to do, investigate-wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's especially not good now that everyone's stomped all over the place. But I would like to look for footprints in the thing. I want to see if people, apart from obviously my own party, have been going in and out of maybe the back of the skull there, and then also I want to see in and around the dais if it looks like it's gotten a lot of traffic that goes, that people use this,
Sure.
or at least once use this regularly, or
Yeah. Give me that investigation check then.
Sweet. 14 plus 4, so an 18.
18. Very nice. Having a look around the ground, you notice that the stone is relatively solid. There's not much dust around. but even leather boots and armor and stuff like that will leave scuff marks when people drag their feet along. And you can tell that from here to here, in a straight line, there's quite a lot of traffic.
Ah, yeah, so it looks like a throughway sort of thing.
A throughway. That's probably the only footsteps you see. Maybe a couple, not even a couple, maybe one has deviated from that path.
Yeah.
And then you turn your attention to the dais, and it looks like it rotates. It looks like it is on almost little ball bearings under it, but it is very like you on your hands and knees kind of looking at it, and I know you wouldn't move it without checking everything, but it looks like it rotates. And again, looking at it from straight down, it looks like an artist's rendition of a full moon.
Of a full moon. So is there any following that then? Like probably was on the footprints, like on the path, and then saw like has just deviated completely.
Yep.
Doing like a little go around the dais. Is there like any iconography or anything else, or is it just like a very simple?
It maybe sits like this high.
Moon?
Yeah, it may sit like this high off the ground, and then underneath it is obviously what turns it. But yeah, you look at it and it's just almost completely white, or that light grey with the pot marks on it. But it is a flat surface. It's just a drawing of a full moon. Ghost, as you come down and hear these conversations happening and join it, you also just again once again pick up something behind you as you turn around with the gem, and you see another bound form, and then right on the end of your true sight you see a form walking. But then it moves out of your sight. And again, this is very ethereal, very in the distance. It's through stone, through walls, you can't see anything perfectly. But yeah, it looks like there's a third form that is walking.
Was that here or up here?
Out here.
Oh, it's down there. I see. So there's two bound forms down there. And another one that was moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Molotov, you investigate this at the same time. Puck, you can probably be joining back in whenever you want.
Yep, yeah. I'll come back over and I'll explain what I've seen down that way. But I'll probably just peek down from here as well, just on my way down to that one.
Sure. Just from there?
Yeah, probably just from there for now.
Cool. It seems to continue around a corner.
I'll move around my party, sort of around in this direction because it's a bit congested there, over to where Puck is.
Sure. Joining him, you see the two paths, one with a trickle of water and the other one that goes kind of south and then turns east down here.
And just fill him in on that is a sort of second bound figure and another free that was walking. They may have company.
Well, we should probably, if we're going to do something about it, we should probably get there while we're invisible.
Fair call. Get a closer look, see what we can see.
Yep. I'm going to try and go quickly. I'm going to go with as much speed as I can, just about.
Shit. The party will be a bit behind you.
I know. I've got the horn. I think it's a good idea, and I've got the horn if I need.
Okay.
All right.
No.
We should get moving.
I'll pop back over and fill in the others on that. So I'm going to try and not talk too much.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Ghost comes back and informs you that Puck is going to do a quick scout, and that he has the horn if necessary. So Puck, let's stick with you for a little bit then.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going quick.
Which way are you going?
I'm going to go down that way.
Sure. You get across the bridge and back in a tunnel formation as you kind of pick up a jog, and when you get down to about here, the tunnel turns to the east. And as you turn, you are met with a archway. And in the archway is smooth concrete, almost. And up the top, there is what looks like a socket that does not have anything in it. It's an empty space. It's almost curved, like a half sphere. Then down on either side of it, let me get into camera properly, you see a circle that is got a line down the middle, and one half is white, one half is black. On the other side is the same, but the mirror image. And then down the bottom, there is a full white circle. As you see this. In the center of these drawings is an image of, like, kind of almost hieroglyphic image of a humanoid that is running. Seems to be in a running motion.
Well, that's not very helpful for now.
But unfortunately, it is a seemingly dead end.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna go back.
Yep.
Yeah.
The pitter-patter
Carefully
of
making my way
steps, yep.
Yeah, carefully make my way across the bridges again, and like, I'll be hissing out like, "Who's there? Is anyone there?"
Yep.
And then when I run into someone, I'll tell them, "I think that might be the other end of the tunnel portal to get here. We have to go back. I think we have to go across the rickety bridge."
That's quite interesting. That's a good thing to know where it is. It could also be an option for an escape route.
Seems like there are a
Yes.
few of those.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to basically be legging it to get back because Puck is very keen to get there
For
while
sure.
still invisible.
Yeah, for sure. So you're going back to the rickety bridge?
Yeah.
All right, you run back there, no problem, and you pause for a moment at the bridge, seeing again that has been pointed out by the rest of the party that there are these bats that hang on the beneath of it.
I'm going to try and... I don't weigh much, but I'm going to try and go as carefully and stealthily across.
Sure.
But yeah, still trying to be not super slow.
Give me that notorious stealth check, please.
Notorious. I'm good at those.
Yeah, I'll go that for a round.
Okay, so that's a natural 20 for a total of 31.
Sure. You don't even sway the bridge. If anything, the bats get the best night's sleep they've ever had for some reason. And you make your way across. Absolutely no problem. In front of you, you see the cavern kind of close in a little bit, and there seems to be a makeshift door made out of wood and metal in front of you.
Yep. I'll try the door, I guess.
It does seem like it is locked.
Okay, I will try and pick the lock.
Sure. You reach forward and you just go straight for the lock. Roll me, I think it's sleight of hand with proficiency bonus.
Plus proficiency, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do have thieves' tools. I gotta keep using this dice, man. That's a 19.
19.
Plus 8 for sleight of hand, plus 3 for proficiency.
Nice. As you twist the lock, it comes unlocked and starts to swing open.
Yep. I'll peer through.
All right. On the other side, a cavern that splits, and to the south you see torchlight down here.
Yep. I think at this point, that's roughly where I think that the other stuff was coming from. So I'm going to go to the... As I come through, I'll see what I can see down that one as I move down.
Yep.
Like, I'll probably go there and then down. But I'm heading to where the light is.
Sure.
That's where I think the prisoner might be.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a glimpse down the side.
Yep.
But it does continue on. And then in front of you is what you see, a makeshift camp. A ladder goes down some steps, and there are tents propped up around with some torchlight around them. It seems like this is makeshift for the moment. You can't see what's in the tents, but on the outside you see 3 what seems to be imitations of Dragonborn figures. They're a bit shorter, a bit stumpier, each with swords on their hilts, moving around and grumbling. We might get to what they're saying in a second, but there's one that is different. Kind of a goldish hue, stands tall with a cloak draped across it, and on it those like circle things that hold cloaks together. They've got a name.
Penannula.
That's the one.
Like a brooch kind of thing, but yeah.
Yeah, like a brooch, and it has a nice, proper gem emerald hand on it. I will send you what the 2 forms look like. So these are the short ones. And this is the tall one.
Friendly as.
You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. So hang on, so the tall...
There's only one of the tall
the
ones.
The tall one is not bound, is it?
No, none of these guys are bound,
Okay.
but that is what you see.
And just so to make sure I'm clear. So there's 3, there's 2 squat ones and 1 tall one.
3 squat ones, 1 tall
3
one.
squat ones and a tall one. Okay, cool.
So 4 total.
Okay. Fuck.
How much longer are you invisible?
Yeah, do I have
You got a couple of
any idea?
minutes. You got a couple of minutes. Like, I reckon that would have taken 4 or 5 minutes. So
Yeah, okay.
4 to 5 minutes left. Let's say.
I'm gonna play my horn and hope everyone can rush. I'll send it to Ghost because he was who I was talking to.
Yep. Give me a quick perception check first. You can still trigger that horn for sure.
Yeah, sure. Perception of... Man, this died. That's a 17. That's
Nice.
23.
And I
No,
did
22,
just have
sorry,
the
22.
realization though, you do not speak Draconian, do you?
No, I don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, sure. I was going to say you could probably pick up on what they're saying, but yeah, you don't speak Draconian,
I can just hear
unfortunately.
they're saying something.
You can probably definitely tell that they gesture towards one of the tents, that there is something in there, but all 4 of these people are moving and standing.
Yeah, cool.
You see one, come back from down here with a bucket of water. The others are kind of complaining, but the tall one is just overseeing, looking around.
Which tent were they gesturing to?
A couple of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sound the horn. The rest of you hear, the horn sound of that is Puck's alarm. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's a flute, isn't it?
It's like a windpipe or something like that, but yeah.
Boop. 440 hertz.
Just play some
420 hertz.
420 hertz.
play some
Ooh. Don't 440 hertz me. 432, thank you very much.
just play some jazz flute.
Yeah.
This is that scene out of Anchorman.
Man, yeah.
Puck's in danger.
If only Puck was a bard.
But please.
I'm certainly gonna go cross that bridge last.
Right.
So I'll kind of just stand
Definitely the last
here,
one to go across.
waiting to, because we're still invisible. I guess waiting to hear 3 bodies creak across this bridge.
Sure. As you all gather at the bridge, time is ticking.
I can say to them because I can see all of them. You're all here. Harry, you go first. Just guide them across. Oh, what the fuck are you doing here?
Puck is very impatiently waiting.
Yep.
I'm going.
I was going to say I'll give it a little bit of time, and then Puck will be
Yeah.
like, okay, this time has
Yeah,
passed.
if I feel like it's taking too long, I will do something.
Okay, sure. But this is happening.
Was just gonna say I'll probably try. Yeah, I guess
Who's in a donut?
just to make the bridges sway as little as possible. I'm gonna like get down as low as I can and almost use my climb speed as opposed to my walk speed to climb
Oh yeah.
over the bridge.
Reese, I will hold an action.
What are you holding?
I'm going to hold, if these bats wake up, I'm going to cast sleep.
Understood. If the bats wake up, you will cast sleep. Okay, you get into a position and you start to cast a spell. You know that if you cast, you'll lose your invisibility. But holding it will not cause that to happen. Here, you get down and use your climb speed to go across. You can give me a stealth check at advantage, please.
Oh, take a shit. Still not going to be great. That's going to be a 13.
13 is enough to get across this bridge. You reach the other side as you do the lion crawl, and you turn around and nothing has happened, so you move at least one space more. The rest of you see the bridge swaying, and then it kind of starts to come to a standstill.
I'll probably actually, once I'm across, I'll turn around and I'll message towards the end of the bridge, knowing Ghost is standing right behind me. Say that I'm over.
Sure. Ghost can also see you, I believe.
What a dog.
But beneath you, or to the south of you, you see a wooden door that has kind of been left ajar.
Yeah. Can I see the firelight from behind the door, or is it probably a bit far?
Probably a bit far from there. You'd have it's like just off its latch. Like you'd have to open the door.
Yeah, I suppose it's kinks down and into stairs as well, and
Yeah.
the door's just a little bit. That's
Yeah.
what I just.
But no, you're across the bridge safely.
Go, Markov.
Nope.
It's
White people
beautiful.
first. You go.
Okay. I go.
How would you like to cross this bridge,
I'm next.
Ghost? Just straight?
How would I like to cross this bridge? I believe that is the only way I really have to cross bridges is with my feet.
All right. Roll me a stealth check, please.
Unless I can't remember if I drank a potion of climbing earlier. No, I didn't. Oh man, this dice has been fire for me as well. Just a straight roll, eh?
Just a straight roll.
21.
The rest of you see the bridge. Have that little sway about it again. One of the bats stretches its wings and puts them back. Vargo's like, oh, spaghetti. But you cross the bridge successfully, Ghost.
I'm just imagining Vargir like accidentally casting it and just like. Doop.
And I'll come all the way to the edge of the door.
Sure.
All right.
You're up.
Again, just all the chains and stuff just gathered in like one arm,
Yeah.
and then just slowly gonna make my way across the bridge.
All right. Now,
Disadvantage.
you roll stealth checks at disadvantage.
I do.
So, go ahead.
I sure do. There's a lot of metal clanging on metal. 6.
Total?
Yep.
Mhm. Molokov starts moving across the bridge. And as he does, it starts to bend under the weight of his armor. Pauses for a second in the middle and goes to take another step forward, and one of the planks falls down and echoes down as the bats
Fool of a took.
start fluttering about. Vargir, you see the bats start to move, and you boom, cast sleep out on that thing. So what it is there are 2 swarms.
2 swarms. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, shit. This started.
As they start all flittering about, but in this instantaneous moment, before they start making a racket, your spell will go off.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I want to. It's worth doing it at 2nd level. Whatever, extra 2d8. Shit. Okay.
I think it's possibly worth it. It's up to you.
I think I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level, so instead of 5, it'll be 78.
Copy that.
So.
Great start.
Sorry. 28.
28
Yeah.
total hit points.
Yeah.
So as you do, you cast a spell, and Molokov, you look back as all these bats are fluttering around, and you see Vargir just appear at the other end of the bridge. And as he does, he casts a spell before you kind of realize that all these bats are starting to fly up around you, and you see about 22 of them just drop into the cavern. It will take away a whole swarm. But the other sort, how many did you say? 28?
28, yeah.
So that's also... And you see about 6 of the other ones fly down as well. But that will force us into initiative, including you, Puck. And I will roll initiative for these guys, but they do not seem aware at the moment. So let me get up turn order.
Didn't even get to make it to Vargir.
Don't worry, it would have happened. It would have happened with me.
Like either one of us was doing it.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that's why I was like, get all the small people across. What are you talking about?
Who do I get up to? Yara. Okay, so let's go through all you guys first. Puck.
Modify 20.
Ghost.
19.
Yara.
And it was 16.
Molokov.
14.
Not bad, guys. Vargir. 1.
9.
So close to double digits.
Butty boys. 2.
Boys.
Same order we crossed the bridge. We rolled initiative.
Oh, shit.
Oh, almost.
Just me and you the other way.
Makes sense. I can see everybody. Puck's just fast.
Right, not bad initiative order. So I'm going to say, Puck, you are listening out for your party to approach. And you hear the crack of the wood and the bats start flittering around. You can tell that that has not alerted everyone here, but you know because now you're in combat. But you are up first.
Yeah, Puck probably isn't exactly aware that hasn't alerted him. He hears it and he starts freaking out.
Okay.
And he's going to go down. And he's actually going to, that's probably about all I can move. He's probably going to move to about there and just be hiding behind the thing. Oh, no, he's going to go to there, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash kind of thing, and I'm going to get myself. Oh, or do I want to look in the tent? No, I'm going to use my bonus action. I'm going to get across to here, and I'll be like hunkered in next to that tent, and I'm looking. Delicately draw my blade silently, and I'm looking at the big boy, and I'm thinking about assassinating him, basically coming up from behind and just through the heart kind of thing. Basically, but he's very, very worried that everyone else has made noises that these guys are going to hear, and yeah, that's basically where he's at.
Sure. Bring us back to Ghost, who is up on this side and can see what's happening, that these ghosts, these bats have now started to swarm Molokov.
They can't see us. I can see them. Using items doesn't break invisibility, does it?
No.
So I'm gonna push the door that Puck went through shut. And use the rope of entanglement to is this smart? Yeah, we'll go with it. Use the rope of entanglement to, if there's some like outcropping piece of wood or something, essentially try and close it and lock it without actually relocking the mechanism.
And you're standing where you are on this side of it?
Yep.
Yep. You push the door closed, and you hear it latch as it locks.
Right, I've been smart enough to know that. Never mind. Shit. Okay, it's fine.
Anything else you'd like to do? Okay.
Yeah. I will load a bolt into my crossbow.
Sure. I'm going to ask a question.
Okay.
Closing that door, were you closing it or were you closing it?
Yeah. Closing it.
Gotcha.
To give the illusion. The idea being that I heard noise, went, okay, if anyone's going to walk up, they're going to see an unlocked door and become suspicious.
Sure.
So I was feigning the illusion that it was still
I'm going to say
locked.
then, for this round, the Dragonborn, for all intents and purposes, are going to be unaware. So you have one round of surprise round on them, basically. Hera.
Okay.
So they basically are just going to move around camp, you know. But come back to Hera. As you hear Ghost close the door to the south of you, and the bats start swarming Molokov.
Sorry, can they see Molokov?
Molokov is still invisible at this point. But they are swarming the bridge, basically. And you do not get confirmation that Molokov was across.
Also, once again, bats don't need to see.
Their turn's at the bottom. We'll get to that.
Very true.
Funnily enough, I think me and you are thinking along the same spectrum there, but I don't know how this is going to work, being that it's a group of bats. A swarm of bats is one foe, surely.
So the way a
As-
swarm
as I
works
suppose
is that it is one target. There are a lot of them inside it. Basically, it is one target, though, with hit points.
Cool. I'm gonna think about the fact that I cast a spell. I'm gonna break the
Invisibility.
invisibility. Think about the fact that they're bats, and it might not matter whether we're invisible or not. That's not how they're gonna see us. And so I'm going to cast blindness / deafness on the swarm rats and try and deafen them
Okay.
so that they can't hear us.
What is that?
That is a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution, okay. That's a 9.
They are deaf for a minute.
Echolocation. The swarm can't use its blind sight while deafened.
Fantastic.
As the bats start
At the end of each of its
bumping
turns,
into each other and everything, yeah, you see chaos starting to ensue.
it can retake the save at the end of each of its turns.
Gotcha. Good move.
I will appear.
You will.
And seeing that I can see Vargier, look over to him, and for a split second there, I was going to say shout out. I probably won't do that. I'll think about that. And I will message Vargier and say, it matters that you are not invisible. They can't hear us, so they can't see us, because they see when they hear. It's okay. You should be safe.
Can I respond?
You can respond.
You get a response to this message.
Okay.
Speaking of Molokov in trouble, you see these bats start bumping into each other, bumping into the bridge. They do swing past your face as well, so there is still the risk that they could detect that you are there, but it is your turn.
Yep. This is a little bit weird. I think. Yep, throwing invisibility out the window. I am just gonna start almost not even trying to like punch them, almost just trying to like grab them and throw them as in amongst, you know, 2 attacks.
Sure.
But like that's how I'm trying to
Go for it.
to get them. So I'll just do them both at once. Natural 20 and a like 18.
They will both hit.
Cool. So the natural 20 hit will be
Hi, Dad.
12 plus 2, so 14 plus another, so 14 plus, so 20 damage total.
20 damage total. You guys see Molokov appear on the bridge and just start grabbing bats out of the air. They're trying to fly away. He grabs them and throws them down. He smashes them onto the rope bridge as all 16 that are left are dead.
Or he like swats at them with the shield.
Yep. But Vargier, you are up as there has been a considerable... Oh, sorry. You carry on, Molokov.
I will try and move the rest of my movement across the bridge.
Sure. As you move, it kind of swings, unless you want to take it stealthy, but there's nothing hanging on the bottom of it now. But there is significant noise in that. Puck, you would have noticed that they are now recognizing that something is happening up there, becoming alert. Molokov, so yeah, anything else, Molokov?
No, that'll be it there.
Yeah, you're up.
I love the idea that Varge can reach across the bridge.
Physics.
But so I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh, sorry, I should have mentioned that.
Just long boy.
Long boy. I guess I'll just move across the bridge.
Right.
Not being stealthy.
Yep. At pace, you move across the bridge. It swings. It creaks. Puck, they've definitely heard that something is going on out there now. But the door is closed. We will skip that last one as they kind of get prepared. They start pulling out their swords.
I will just dash to there.
To the door. You come up to a makeshift wooden door with some metal hinges that is latched closed. But that brings us to the top of the round, which is Park.
Ghost, you piece of shit. How the fuck would you lock the fucking door? What's wrong with you? I'm in here. Puck is going to execute this guy. He's going to come up behind him, sword drawn, and straight through the heart.
Straight through the heart. As you do, you see that it kind of blurs a bit as your sword pokes through and hits some sort of magical armor. I would like you to roll for attack, please.
Roll for, hang on. Just to clarify, I'm rolling to attack, as in I'm rolling to even hit this guy.
Yeah, he has mage armor up.
Okay. I love this die. That's another natural 20.
Oh, okay.
I'm never using this dice. I'm never using another dice. This is amazing.
Love it. So it's going to be a massive hit with sneak attack on it as well, obviously. But yes, he is prepared to be attacked. So if it had been one of the other guys, you would easily have just gone straight through them. But this guy is a bit smarter. So go for damage, because it could still do it.
Yep. I just got to quickly check where there is the rapier. Okay, so I get to roll. And then sneak attack is
3d6 for you now, right?
3d6, yeah.
Ooh, and so that would be 6d6.
No.
Oh, no, 3d6 total.
18 plus
18
3d6.
Yeah.
plus 8.
Okay, 10. 3.
26 plus your roll.
26 plus my roll, which was 19. Hang on,
Plus
no,
your
that's not correct. That's not right. 26. Hang on.
So the 18 from the sneak attack dice.
18 plus
from
8.
Your, 8 from the rapier.
Just the
Plus
rapier.
whatever
Plus-
your dex.
plus my dex of 5.
Yep.
So hang on, 18 plus 8 is 23, plus 5 is 29. No, 28.
No,
28
18
plus...
plus 8 is 26.
Oh, so yeah, 26
So it's
plus
31.
Plus 5 is 31.
31 plus, so that's 41. That is 51 points
50.
of damage.
As you stick your sword up through this creature and you see that it hits through some sort of magical armor and then pierces through that and sticks through his shoulder, you see it reel in pain and turn around to you. It is very low on HP, but unfortunately it does not kill him, and it turns around and it looks like it will, like, it is just mad.
Yeah, mask is on, by the way,
Love
before
it.
the attack.
Love it.
I'm going to use my Whales from the Grave to hit this guy, and he's going to take... that's when I use my sneak attack, and he's going to take 2d6 necrotic, which is 5 points of necrotic.
Yep.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to... This guy's going to turn around angry, mouth open. Boom. It's going to shoot right through
Oh yes.
the mouth. And that is... Sorry, where's my crossbow? There it is. That is... Oh, sorry, I got to roll to hit first, I guess.
Yep.
That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And the damage is 12 points of magical piercing.
12 points. Knocks him down and he is dazed, confused, intimidated. But he is still up.
I'm going to spit on him because he's a piece of shit.
And he takes one point of psychic damage.
I can't believe he's still up. All right, cool.
So
So
close.
that's that. I am then going to... So I've used my action and my bonus action. I'm just going to use my movement to... Oh, while I'm down here, can I see down here?
Yes, you can. I should go over to you.
Yeah, cool. All right, whatever. That's not helpful. I am going to... I can get to... I've got 25 feet of movement. I don't know if that gets me up the ladder or not.
Yeah, let's say it gets to the top of the ladder.
All right, I'm in the top of the ladder. And I'm just going to be holding the sword, being like, yeah, try and come up the ladder.
Sure. He is just reeling around, pulls the crossbow bolt out of its mouth. You can see that its form starts shifting as well. You've just completely disorientated him. But Ghost, on the other side of the door.
I see all that's happened through the gem.
It comes to its last couple of or minute.
I just say, Puck's in trouble, get in there fast, and pull out my own lockpicks.
Sure.
And attempt to unlock the door.
Go for it.
That is a 13 on the dice plus 5 plus 3 is our proficiency now, so
Yep.
21.
21. You quickly fumble around with your lockpicks, put them in the lock, and open it up. The door starts to swing open, but that is your action.
Wonderful. I will then sneak through the door myself.
Yep.
Well, not sneak. I'm moving with purpose, but I'm still invisible. That can get me to just in here. And I'll reload the bolt on my crossbow with one of the bolo shots that I'd made.
Nice.
And that's all I'll do.
Okay. This main guy will roar out, pull this crossbow bolt out of its mouth, and look up and try and find where Puck is. You see its vision is blurred, and it will raise up one of its talons as you see a green smoke around it and cast off a spell at you. Puck, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, is that me?
Yes.
A constitution. Sorry, if they said concentration, I was like,
Oh no,
what?
con save.
Yep, that's a 21.
21.
It wasn't just to keep track. This was a 19 on this dice this time.
Love it. Or half as much. So you will take 11 points of poison damage as this ray hits you, and you feel that you kind of like blow away some of the gas that is around you and not inhale it. So you save that, so you take half damage and no effect. And then what it will do is it'll Misty Step back here. Pops back, and then just yells out, pointing its finger in Draconian. Draconic. But that brings us to Hera. The door is now open.
Door is now much more than just a jar. The door. Dilly. Good. Suppose. I'll move down there. Oh, visible.
You're not invisible anymore.
No, that's I will just hold an action to cast a chill touch if one of these guys gets into hand-to-hand combat with Puck.
Sure.
Like, starts getting up that ladder, if I can see one coming up the top there.
Yeah. All right. You hold on to that spell, and we move to Molokov.
Right. So I don't need to charge through the door anymore. I can just walk through it.
You can just walk through it.
Yeah. Well, I'm ficking miles away, so I think there's nothing else for it. I know it's all going down in there. I think I'm just charging.
Go for it.
I'm gonna dash all the way in.
Land at the bottom of the ladder.
Landed. Oh, right. Is that? Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't realize. Yeah.
A little bit of a ladder there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You almost don't even acknowledge it. Just slide down and
Yep.
jump down.
Slide tackle off the ledge.
Yeah. Pull the crank, give myself some temporary hit points,
Nice.
and face them all down.
Love it.
It's 5 of them now. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Vargeir, you're up.
Yeah, cool. Very much a similar turn. I am going to dash, so 60 feet, running through all the way up to here.
Love it.
Jumping over Puck, landing on the ground, doing a little roll, and landing there. I will use my bonus action to Shield of Faith as I'm holding the
Oh, brilliant.
hammer in 2 hands. And then, I just had a question about the hammer.
Yeah.
It's got that hurl effect that it says when you throw it, it does explode. So that
Yes.
automatically, but you can return it as an action.
Yep.
It says at the end you can't cause it to explode again until you finish a short rest. Does that mean that I can still throw it and return it, or is that including?
You're returning it comes from it exploding.
Comes from it exploding.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, gotcha. Okay, but that will be the end of my turn.
Cool. That brings us to their turn as they've got their commands now. And it looks like they've got a good target to go for. 1, 2, 3. I don't think that's in range of you, Hera. Just around the corner. Actually, you could probably hit this guy here. So go for a chill touch. You're muted.
I was going to say, I did say if he got up to where Puck was, but I mean,
It's probably a little bit too
I
far
don't
around.
think
Yeah.
I can see.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's why I sort of was measuring for like any of these spots maybe, but
No worries. All right, so they're just going to start hacking at Vargeir with their short swords. So first attack. What do we got?
AC 20.
AC 20. That is a 14. Nope. Second guy. That is a natural 20.
Fuck. Okay.
So that is 1 hit.
Yep.
16, 17, 18, 19. Doesn't
Miss.
hit. And then third guy. Nope. 16, 17, 18, 19. No. Okay, so only 1 gets through. It is a natural 20 though. So
Yep.
6. So that'll be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
With a short sword, as they all start getting into you, and the shield just pummels the blows off. Back to the top of the round, Puck, you're up.
Yes. Park is going to. So this is like a roofed cavern, is it not?
That's correct. Yep.
Sick nuts.
Puck's signature saying.
I'm just working out if I want to swing or not, or if I can just shoot him. I think I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
But I could up attacks. I don't really want that. Oh, that's okay. I can get. Yeah, I can get to there without triggering any opportunity attacks. So I'm going
Cool.
to move to there. And with my rapier, I'm going to... Which one did Vargeir hit?
Um,
Oh, he hasn't hit anyone yet?
I haven't hit anyone yet. No.
haven't had
Alright, cool.
anyone
Well,
yet.
I'm gonna hit the one right in front of me then. Actually, I might make it this guy as I kind of wheeze.
You hit this
weave
guy with
past
Whale
him.
of the Graves.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to go for him again.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go for him again
Yep.
with my rapier.
Go for it.
That's a 19.
That'll
to
hit for sure.
And that is... This is not sneak attack. That is 7 plus rapier plus 5. So 13 points of... 12, sorry, points of damage.
Yep.
He's still up?
Yes.
Cool. I'm now going to shoot this guy with my crossbow.
Go for it.
And I'm going to put... Can't do sneak attack. I'm going to... Oh, actually, in which
Steady
case, I
aim?
might do sneak attack. Sorry?
Can you steady
No,
aim
no.
for sneak attack?
That'd be the bonus action, and I can't do
Right.
that. So if it's okay, I actually would like to be this to be my sneak attack.
Yeah, sure. So pump that into it.
Yep. So that's an additional 15 points of damage.
Easily. Just carve him to shreds.
Great. And then I'm going to do Whales from the Grave again to hit the guy in the corner.
Nice.
He's within 30 feet. And that is 5 points of psychic.
That's all you needed. Do you want to describe the whales from that guy into the main guy?
Yeah, you just like... The first guy dies and lets out a... But that sound kind of resonates almost. And you hear it kind of echoing around the cavern. And it's a little bit disturbing, but for whatever reason, the guy down there just starts clawing at his own ears and just sort of like falls down face in a... like just in horror, basically.
Yep. And that look is permanently there as the life leaves his body. But yes, the spellcaster is down.
Thank goodness. All right, and then I'm going to... So I shoot that guy, and I spin around, and one of the other guys is slightly distracted by the sound of the whales from the grave, and I'm going to shoot this guy as well with my crossbow.
Nice. Will that be at disadvantage?
Nope, because I have...
Crossbow expert.
Yeah. And that's 10 points of piercing.
What did you roll to hit?
Oh, yeah, good point. I rolled a...
Fucking
Modified
rogues
20.
just
Modified
tubing
20 to
there.
hit.
Guess what?
Sorry.
You
What's a
get
modified
it.
20 to hit?
You get it.
No, my bad.
And it was 14 damage?
10
damage. Nice. Yeah, he's just like, what the...
Yeah. Sticking into his shoulder or something.
Yeah.
He ducked his head just for a moment. Yeah, that's my 10.
Cool. Ghost, you're up.
I forgot which button was on mute. Cool. I'm still invisible. This is wonderful.
You are, yes. The one and only.
Oops. Can I grab that, please? What's going on? That's 30 feet to there. Awesome. So I'll walk to the top of the bridge. I point the crossbow down. I assume I can just get over Vargir's head from here to hit this guy.
Yes.
At the south. And I'm going to shoot him with the bowler shot. I have no idea what this does.
Nice.
But I'm going to do that. And then I will hop, skip, and slide down the ladder to this one. And use my second attack with my light hammer to try and break a knee.
Your
Nice.
first attack, I think, will be at advantage because you're invisible.
Yes.
It probably is, yeah.
Now, the bolo shot is like the net, isn't it?
It's like the
It's
two
the-
balls on a chain to wrap around the ankles kind of thing.
Steel balls on a connected to silken rope, yeah. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nat 20 on the bolo shot.
Yeah.
You see this fly out and like wrap around its arms, and it just kind of goes stiff before falling prone and being grappled.
And I take 3, and then slide on my knees and try and take out the knee of the other one next to Vargir.
Love it. Go for attack.
It's just a regular attack. That is a 10 plus 7, 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. Not a lot of damage. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Not quite enough, but it gets him pretty weak as you cut through the back of his knee and he falters to the ground.
That's fine. And I'm just going to stay where I am at this point.
Love it. Hera, you're up.
Hearing like the clanging of swords and scuffling and twanging of bows and stuff coming from down there, is there any noise or anything coming from down this way?
Doesn't appear to be. Give me a perception check, though.
So close to being an actual 20.
Always the way.
Perception That's a 7 total.
A 7 total. No, you can't really hear much there down that way, and except for the slant of water.
Just assume that there's more water down there. Alright. Make my way to the top of the ladder.
Yep.
And I suppose I will just cast a chill touch. I'll pull out my wand and cast a chill touch on the one between Gear and Ghost.
Yeah, go for it.
Jesus Christ, that's another 2. So it's going to be a 10 to hit.
A 10 does not hit, unfortunately.
That's cool. I'll sort of cast it off, and the people around it sort of hits into the ground. And then I'll just sort of from there just sort of start surveying the rest of the room and look around and looking at the tents and stuff.
Yep.
That's all I can really do.
All right, that brings us to Molokov.
All right. So this one's ballisted at the
Yep.
bottom there, and that guy's been hit a couple times. Just measuring. I may undo this. Yeah, I will. Sorry, I will not do that movement. Okay, in that case, I think I am just gonna. So these guys are the fat dragonborn that are
Yep.
left. Oh,
Yep.
Well, not necessarily whatever these things are.
Yep. Imitations.
Yeah, weird winged motherfuckers. Fuck it, that one's already down. I'm gonna charge shield first into this one and try and knock him prone.
Sure.
Which I believe is contested athletics, which is an 18 plus
Oh, it's an 18
4.
plus 1.
Ah, brilliant.
You
So I
meet
knock
the
him.
resistance, but then it just boom goes down.
Lovely, and I almost hit that resistance, get him on the ground, and while I'm still on top of him, clock him twice.
Yep.
Well, I'll clock him once and see if that does it. But he is prone, so that will be advantage. So like a 25, I think.
To hit.
24.
That'll hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of these. Plus 5, so 8 points of thunder damage.
Yeah. You just smash right through into the gravel, dead.
Lovely. In that case, can I use... I know he's already grappled.
Yeah.
But can I use my second attack to almost just jump on him and pin him down and like secure that grapple, I guess? So he's not grappling against the
Yep.
rope anymore.
So
He's grappling against me.
Yeah, you take on that strength check.
Yep.
And yeah, when it gets to his turn, he'll try and, if he gets out of it, he'll
Yep.
be contesting against you, not the bolo.
Lovely.
But that brings us to Varga.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're trying to capture this guy alive, but
He looks
what I'm
pretty
after.
aggressive.
yeah.
Cool. Okay. I am going
Just hit him
to,
while
when
he's
this is
down.
being grappled, with the hammer, throw it into his head.
Oh, and do like 66 to this one guy.
No, actually, don't, like...
Not fall for it.
So the first attack's a 26 to hit,
That'll hit.
and the second attack is not as good, 10.
That will not hit, but go for the attack on the first one. You swing this
Sure.
hammer down.
1d.
Roll an advantage for both.
I did it, roll advantage for both, yeah. So that's 11 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, you
Um,
smack into his shoulder and you hear it crack as he loses all feeling in one arm.
Sure. That'll be it.
Redeem this. Cool. That brings us to his turn. He's going to try and contest with Molokov to get out of this grapple, which will be contested athletics. Not great.
Oh, that's not great on me. That's a total of 11.
Total of 10. Again, as he wrestles with you guys, but what he will do is he'll try and make an unarmed attack against you, as he still can do that with being grappled.
Yep, I believe it's disadvantage because he is prone.
That's true, so that's not going to hit. As he kind of just starts swinging up, almost frothing at the mouth, yet is aggressively trying to get out of this. But that brings us up.
Get them!
Brings us back to Puck,
Oh, surely.
the finisher.
I think having seen Vargia, of all people, try and kill him, Puck is going to calmly walk over and he's just going to go straight through the heart.
Yep. Just put it through. He was on 2 HP.
Like quickly, like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hurt. I'm not trying to. I'm obviously trying to hurt him. I'm not trying to make this cruel.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, we're finishing him. I just do it quickly and quietly and efficiently.
The body goes limp under Molokov, and that will take us out of initiative.
You would have noticed, Puck, as well. There was absolute guilt on Varga's face as he was doing this.
Yeah. Okay. Puck will meet your eye, and just sort of just a little nod.
Yeah, a shameful nod.
Yeah, Vargia, there was someone tied up around here. Maybe you could find them. I'm going to go have a look at the body of the mage that I killed.
Sure.
And if no one else does, I will also look at these other bodies while maybe other people are looking at the tents or something.
Yeah, but I'll pop straight into this big tent here.
All right. As you do, you open up the flaps of the tent, and you see 3 dragonborn at the back of the tent, bounded with ropes and kind of just down. They're unconscious.
Do they look hurt?
Not like wounded, but they look like they haven't eaten in a while. They look a bit weak, but they don't notice you coming in.
Sure. A little less guilt at this point. No, just kind of recalling Puck's words of sometimes there are times that you have to do that. But yeah, he'll pop in and he'll kind of like kneel down in front of them. I'm just gonna pop like that. They just look hungry. They're not wounded.
No, but they are kind of like not awake.
Not awake. Sure. Okay. I'll kind of like grab out like maybe 3. I've got 10, so 3 pieces of rations.
Sure.
But then kind of like as I'm pulling them out, shake each one awake and hey, wake up.
You notice that they are all copper dragonborn, as they get a bit of a fright when you like appear in front of them. And
as I'll put the hammer down, the moon hammer down next to me, and I'll hand them each. I imagine like it's a piece of bread each.
Yeah. You see one of them kind of look at the hammer and look at you. Where did you get that?
Your Duke kindly gave me some assistance to assist you. We're here to help the Moon Mother.
You see all 3 of their eyes kind of light up a little bit at reference to that, and thank the Moon Mother. Thank you.
Eat.
He grabs the bed and starts eating.
I'll start kind of like ripping their chains off wherever they're.
Yeah, they're just ropes, but they are
sure.
pretty tightly bound. They do, and they kind of do the thing that they through the wrists.
What were they doing down here? Did you hear anything?
Only bits and pieces. As they're attempting to become us. I'm not sure. We were brought up here from the camp at the base of the mountain. They're talking about some sort of offering in 2 nights' time, or excuse. My name is Darsil.
Vagir.
Reaches out a hand and shakes it. This is Crimrid and Ulrissel. Thank you for. Is it clear out there?
It is, yes. My friends are out there. Don't be worried. One of them does have a freaky mask on. Just, he's fine.
They nod along. Yes, they were holding us here. There were discussions in some of the other tents, but I think we're the only ones they've brought up for now. I think the plan is to bring more people up from the camp. We were sick, you see. They said that they had treatment for us, but it's not what it seems. It
Are you all still sick?
kind of looks himself over, and I don't feel as bad as I did when we were on the outside. It seems like it was some sort of. I don't know what they have done to us.
Look, I wouldn't say it's entirely safe out there. Maybe just hold fast here, and once we get a better idea of the land, then we can find a way out for you.
Oh, if you're wanting a way out, then for sure follow the water. It leads out of the mountain and down to the camp.
Do you think you can find a way out safely?
Maybe if we rest for a bit, we can probably use this place. They don't come often, but they do. When they do, they take prisoners with them. I assume to Her Majesty herself. She is not well. I feel it in my bones.
Your this Majesty you're talking about, Moon Mother.
Yes. I have not laid eyes on her myself. I have not had that luxury, but we all know she resides in the mountains, and we are all but humble farmers that work at the base of the mountain, and well,
Do you have an idea of a direction where she might be?
I'm not too sure where we are right now. We were blindfolded and brought in.
Okay. Well, rest up, gain your strength, and get out safely.
Get some more bread.
Don't be too long.
As you're having this conversation, Hera, I've noticed that you have gone to the south of the camp. Is anyone investigating around with you? Or is that Molotov? No, it's Hera. Cool.
I will be looking. I guess I'll start in these other three smaller tents, but I'll be looking around for documents, information, maps, anything that the
Sure.
Emerald Claw have left behind.
Give me an investigation check.
And I was looking at the bodies.
That's right, too. Give me an investigation as well, please.
Investigation +7. 24.
24, very nice. In some of the tents you find documents and stuff written in very rough hand about the Emerald Claw, the rising of a new age, that all will be one, and one will be all. But what you do notice is that there is quite a large map of the continent of Khorvaire, and attached to the back of it is a list of 3 places, but it seems that they are written in Abyssal. Unreadable.
For now.
For now.
I'll roll that up and stash it.
Also, I didn't know we were up against fucking Phyrexia.
Oh yeah, it all will be one. Hey, they want to open the gate.
Yeah, Jesus.
Puck, what was your roll on investigation? After you finish.
We've came across Abyssal before, right? The language.
Yeah.
Yes.
With what was it from?
It was the Fonz's excavation map
That's right. Yeah. Cool.
from
23.
Henron.
Yeah, it was written on the map of his dig sites. Yep. 23. Looking over these bodies, you see that the brooch of the Emerald Claw is there. The others seem to just have kind kind of rusty short swords. This mage has, a small component pouch on him, but nothing else of note. What you do see though is attached to the side of him is a bag. As you open it, it's full of blindfolds.
I'm gonna take his. You said he has that brooch, right?
Yep.
It wasn't anything. Was it anything special, or was it just?
It's about this big. It clips on, and the hand is actually made of emerald. It is an actual emerald hand on it.
I'm taking that
for sure.
And his cloak just seems to be like clothing he's wearing.
Just normal, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm going to take the penannular, and I will I'm going to take the component pouch and give it to Hera.
Nice.
And I will take this other bag of blindfolds. And like if I have any coin on them, or again, like if there's anything that looks semi-magical or any of that sort of stuff, which I'm assuming there's not. But I also want to check if they're wearing those rings.
Sure. Checking on all of them, they don't seem to be.
Okay.
Wearing the rings.
Yeah, cool. Cool. Well, I will complete my search of all of the guys. And if those other people have come out, I will take the mask off at this point.
Sure.
And if those other guys have come out, I'll say, do you know your way around in these caverns?
They look confused, still wary. No, we're not too sure where we're at, but once we regain strength, we can take it a small bit at a time. There are dangers in here, we are aware. But hopefully we can follow the water out and find light. Normally it does flow down the mountain.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe we should have a little poke around and see what else we can find, guys.
Just one more question for you.
Yeah.
The dragon head, just to the northeast of here. Do you recall?
Looks confused. Again, like I said, we were blindfolded on the way in.
Okay. Then no worries.
Thank you again, but we will remember this, and if we do make it back to camp, we will spread word that you are aiding us.
So, west?
Yeah.
Did they mention that they were taking people to the moon? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes. We overheard conversations that it was bodies were needed for some sort of act, some sort of ritual. I'm not sure. They stripped us of all our belongings, and I don't know where they took them, but...
Did I happen to find any commoners' belongings as I was searching through stuff?
Not really, no. Which is odd.
Okay. Nothing much for it but to keep pushing on, I suppose.
They kind of sit back down and continue eating the bread. They're going to rest and recuperate first.
There are some weapons here. If anything happens, just shout. I think we'll be able to hear you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm pretty skilled with a pitchfork, but I'm sure I could wield this. He picks up the short sword with two hands and it just probably would cut himself in the thing of doing it. But yes, they can
There'll be one moment where Vargay will just kind of like put it in one hand, show him how to properly hold it.
Sure.
But like not train him, but like go hold it like this.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the side you swing with.
He picks it up. Like, he's not stupid.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Cool. So, Puck, you are heading off that way?
Yeah, just with everyone, I think.
Yep.
Maybe ahead, but with everyone.
I take a big swig out of my water skin and I leave it with them.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And they introduce themselves to the rest of you as well. Puck, as you start scouting ahead once more, you now hear the sound of water as well. But it's not the sound of water splashing, it's the sound of water flowing. As you turn around and see this. a pool of water at the end of a kind of cavern. And you can almost see, it's not bubbling, but you can see that water is pushing from beneath at quite a rate. It's not overflowing or anything, but it looks like if you got closer to it, that there's a semi-hole at the bottom, and it seems to have been coming from somewhere and pushing up.
Yes, and deducing from the map, it looks like it comes from that other spot.
Correct.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Sorry, Reese. In the meantime, could you just type in those names of the 3 captives?
Yep.
One of them was Ol Risol.
Risol.
Do you guys have Risols in New Zealand? Is that what you call them?
I have no clue what a Risol is.
Yeah, it's right.
Russell's like a mini burger patty.
Yeah, it's like a burger patty.
Ah, right.
It's almost like a mix between a burger patty and a meatball.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, do you see this pool quite far in front of you?
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I'll probably loop around because I haven't seen what's on the other side of that other tunnel kind of thing.
Yep. Nice.
So I'll probably do that and end up. I guess Varga's following me. We'll come all the way back to the top of the tent area. Yeah, and just explain that there's the pool of water there, and it doesn't seem like it leads out. Like it just feels like, where does so the water that's there, is it going anywhere, or is it just coming into this spot?
Seems like if you want to go and investigate the pool, you can.
Yeah, I'll probably do that then.
Okay.
If I've done a loop.
Give me a perception check.
Perception or investigation? Because I'm trying to deduce.
Either or. Investigation is fine.
Cool. That with investigation would be a modified 20.
Nice. You look into the pool and you see that, yeah, there is some sort of tunnel that is pushing water into this, and then you see little cracks around it that will be keeping it from overflowing, so the water's just kind of seeping out.
Okay. Yeah.
What you do notice, though, is that at the bottom of this pool, there are a bunch of clothes that are sunk to the bottom, a chest, some shoes, some quarterstaffs and stuff. It looks like they have used this to throw the gear that they have taken off the commoners into this pool of water. And some of them are moving around slowly, but
is it really like rough water, or is it relatively?
It seems
calm?
like the current is pushing up from this hole. It'd be very hard to swim back up the hole. But then it is just kind of moving around. It's a bit hard to tell until you dive in.
Cool. I'm going to take off my backpack and my cloak, and I'm going to give them to. Well, leave them on the side. I don't know if Varga's there. And he said there was a chest.
I did.
Okay, I'm going to take some rope. I'm going to give Varga the other end of the rope.
Sure. Okay.
And I'm going to take my my immovable rod with me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use that to help me swim downwards by being able to grab a rock, pull down, lock it, grab it, pull down, grab a bit of rock, pull down, lock it, that sort of thing. And then I'm going to try and tie some rope around the chest.
Nice. So you're not moving the chest, you're just tying the rope to it?
Yep.
All right. By this point, I would say that everyone is kind of gathering in this spot. And you tie the rope around the chest. No check needed. As you kind of got this rhythm going with the movable rod and moving on the rocks. And with no worries, you tie the rope around and come back out of the water. You do feel it start tugging you around a bit. It's not pulling you anywhere, but you feel that, yes, it's going to be quite difficult to swim against the current, and it is quite rough in here. But yeah, if you'd come from the other way, it might have been a rough tunnel to come down.
Yeah.
But you get out of the water and you notice that you are obviously dripping on the stone, and because of its quite light surface, the drips are very noticeable.
Yeah, cool. That's tied to the chest down there. We can try and pull it out.
I'll give it a yank.
All right, you
to see.
Feel it's lodged in there. You're going to need to do an athletics check to pull that out.
That's really bad. It's a 7.
7. Ooh, it's pretty lodged in there.
Hold my beer.
I'll hand the
go
rock to
again.
Molokov.
Go for
And
athletics, please.
I'll grab his beer.
Natural 19, so like a 23.
Nice. You heave it and it comes dislodged from the rock at the bottom, and you pull up this chest that comes to the base of your feet, Molokov. Looks pretty normal. Doesn't look too fancy or anything.
I loosened it.
Sure did, buddy.
Shall we see
I
what's
suppose
inside?
I'll try and open it up.
All right.
See what we got.
Molokov, you open it up and you see there's like a little latch on it, but it doesn't seem to be padlocked or anything. And as you do, you see that water has got into this chest. It is not fully watertight. And inside you find a couple of things. You find 80 gold pieces.
Sure. Should we just split that up now, team?
As well.
Puck's like, I found the gold.
Find his share, please. You find a little idol, maybe this tall, that is of just, it looks like a humanoid. It is made of almost marble white stone. And as you pick it up out of the case, you give it a little shake and it starts to emit a little bit of light. So this is an idol of moonstone. You can shake it for
Item.
20 feet of light. I don't think it's an actual item in D&D
Oh,
Beyond.
yo. That's cool, though.
Yeah.
That could be very useful for Molotov.
You find a little pouch with some beads in it. Not too sure what they are. And then right at the bottom, kind of tucked away in the corner, is a canister. Glass of fashion. You can see inside it, and it's about this big, I'd say. And inside it, curled up and looking around, is a little pseudo dragon that looks quite scared.
Oh my god! Molokov makes that noise.
And then
The
immediately
whole
does the
party
cat.
just
His eyes.
Oh,
his eyes
yeah.
the whole party just crowds around this thing like, oh,
It's in a glass canister that has been like sealed, so there's no water in it. But it looks around, and you get the feeling in your head, Molokov, of fear. And give me an Arcana check, if you will.
Guys, it's the
I was
moon.
gonna ask.
Mother.
Ian knows how pseudo dragons work.
Yeah.
But I don't know that Molokov does. Terrible. Like a total of 5, I think.
You just get the sense of fear.
I had a D4, so it'll be like a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I sort of like almost wordless, like. I guess I'll look for a way to open it.
Sure. Just give me an intelligence check for that.
Sure. Better than before. Intelligence, that'll make that a 16.
16. You look and see if you can twist or push or anything. There doesn't seem to be any way to open this canister other than the obvious way. But yeah, it looks pretty sealed. And this thing inside it is pushing its claws up against the glass and trying to like move away from you within the canister.
It's okay, little buddy. I'm trying not to hurt you. I just want to. How do I get you out? What is
do you
happening?
think maybe we should bring him back to its owners? If one of them, as
Oh,
I'm
sure.
referencing you, it might miss home.
True. All right, should we see it? Should we see if these guys recognize the pseudo dragon?
All right, you head back up to them. They're still recuperating, and they look up to you. Oh, you're back already.
Yes, we our small friend over there. He pulled this chest from the water, and well, we found a few things, but this little guy is probably the most interesting. Do you know anything about him?
You see one of the other Dragonborn look up and go, "Oh my god!" and goes over to like Viger and gets his cape back. It's like, "Oh, this is amazing." Puts it on. But the main guy will look at the dragon in the case and be like, "A pseudo dragon? No, we do not recognize it. They can be found in the jungles of Kubara, but I have not seen one in my life." He goes up to it and it kind of like backs away again. He goes, "Oh, whoa, 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 easy, easy. Do you feel that?" You look at you, Molokov. And the dragon can emit its feelings through telepathy. It's scared.
I thought that's what I felt, but it's good to know.
Do you want me to try and open it?
Sure, I do not recognize this device. It is not one that I have seen or we have around the farm. Be my guest.
I love that they're just farmers. It's so funny. Yep.
Round the farm.
Sure, you look at this canister.
I would. Yeah, I'll investigate it. Try and work
Yeah.
out how it might open.
Go for it.
I rolled a 13 in investigation. 21.
21, nice. As you kind of look around, and as you do, Molokov, you do feel that sense of danger or fear as Puck moves his hands around.
Puck's probably quietly, just he's not like he's amazing with animals, but like he's speaking gently to it,
Yeah.
and like doesn't know if it understands, but all that that tone, that like the tone of voice sort of thing of like it's gonna be okay.
Yep.
Just gonna work out how to get you out of here, and you'll be free.
Yep.
That sort of thing.
You see that it kind of doesn't seem to be responding, and that this canister might be soundproof.
Yeah. Okay.
But right as you kind of get that last kind of sigh and go to put it down, you do notice a little kind of like inlet on the side, and if you so wish, it presses in.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll let it out.
You hear a as almost a bit of air pressure releases, and it kind of straight away just twists, and this thing goes to bolt as it gets out of the canister. Do you make any attempt to stop it?
I don't,
No.
but I will say it's okay. You're okay now.
It flies up into the corner of the cavern, and everyone kind of stops for a bit. You see it kind of looking over each of you, Molokov, and here you probably get the feeling of curiosity. Before it slowly comes down to the ground. Molokov, on that, give me an animal handling check.
Cool. Natural 20
Natural 20.
for a not much probably, but natural 20 is natural 20. Yeah, only a +1, so 21.
21. The sense of curiosity shifts to almost admiration, almost thankfulness. As it's calming itself down, it now realizes that the first thing it saw when being freed from a watery grave was you. And it makes its way, slinking along the ground, up to your boot, Molokov, and looks up.
Oh. You see, we're not so bad, are we?
You get the sense of sarcasm. Kind of coughs up a bit of water that had got in, and looks up at you again.
Sort of like, I think I like no idea what pseudo dragons eat, but I'll sort of like dig around in my pack for like any like dried meat or anything.
Okay.
Like it's like the breads and stuff, and I'll just try and feed him a little bit,
Sure.
assuming he's been down there for a while.
Put it down, and it just gobbles down this meat like ravenously, and you see a little bit of smoke puff out from its mouth. Looks up at you again, and then flaps its little wings, and it kind of does the little like hop flight, where it's and comes around and sits next to one of the pipes that launch the magic missiles on your shoulder.
Yeah, go on, make yourself at home.
And if you so please, you can add a familiar pseudo dragon.
I'm so pleased.
Well,
Oh my god.
Farmer 3 says, it looks like you've made a friend there.
Molokov is definitely like playing it down, but Ian is so stoked.
Seems like you made a friend.
I will also say that those
Hi.
beads did have a sense of essence to them.
Yeah, I figured.
Uh,
I've seen those
But go on,
over there.
Hera.
I would like to, now that we've sort of come back to this room, I'm going to come down and I want to have a look at this little setup thing behind the wood.
Sure. It looks like this has been made for extra prisoners. You can see a couple of rope binds in there. You can see the scufflings of people that have been sitting there and cramped. You could probably guess that it's probably about 15 or 20 people that were in here at one point.
Did I see, like, a certain number of... Oh, actually, no, it wasn't their bodies. I was like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it.
No, there's no one left behind, but this probably does line up with what Molokov was saying of the foot tracks. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yes, there's no remnants of people there.
Yeah. Shall we explore the rest of the cave?
Molokov's probably a little bit distracted. What color's the dragon?
It's like a maroon red.
You're lucky it's not white, or else it would definitely be getting called Rogar. RJ.
Jay. What's on your mind, Hera?
Yeah, definitely some hard thinking going over there.
I'm just thinking about where we go from here.
Right.
There were still a few paths we hadn't looked at yet.
Through.
Still have our goal. Find the moon
There's
mother. Heal her.
There's that dais that we haven't tried.
Yeah, I assume at some point during this I would have told everyone that it's spin. But we did move off from there.
Someone do the dishes?
Good idea.
Oh, sorry. No, we're eating breakfast.
It's the farmers.
Lots of good.
They're cleaning their cutlery that you found at the bottom of the lake.
So much algae.
All right. Yeah. Well, shall we go and look at some of the other places we haven't been yet?
We have to find the moon mother. If we've got a few minutes, the dais was interesting. I could try determination, its purpose. Oh wow.
Yep.
Are you sure you wanted to give away your water there, Ghost?
It's fine. It's just a little scratchy.
The farmers are
It'll be
like,
good.
There's a fresh water source just down there.
You gave me a vial. I'll be fine.
That was for science.
I like science.
yeah.
That's for science.
so you make your way back to the rickety bridge and across it one at a time, and we find ourselves back at the cavern. If I understand that correctly?
Yeah. Pucky's not going to. He's probably not going to hang around for the dais stuff. He's probably going to look at some of the other directions that there were paths and things.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not happy to do whatever you want
Before
to
you
do first.
go,
Yeah, so to the south, you saw that archway with the design of the man running.
Yep. Which I did kind of explain as I ran back.
Yep. But which way would you like to go?
I think firstly he's going to go back the way he's already looked, like over here.
Yep.
And this time I will, walk down it, and I'll be using my immovable rod to help me.
Sure. As you do, you notice that your feet kind of do that slippery thing. But with that removable rod, you can probably get quite far. So I guess we will just reveal a little.
Between that and the grapple gun, I think I'll be able to move it pretty well.
Before Pac leaves, Hera will grab the idol off of them as well.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't know if I had it, but yeah.
I think
if we were
got
handing
everything.
out that's yeah. I think Molokov's got all of it. But Puck will say that he'll definitely encourage the magic users to look at the Moonstone idol and the pouch of beads.
Yep.
I was gonna say that at some point, probably here, I'd palm off the beads to Ghost to identify it at his own leisure.
For sure. All right, so I was just going to say Hera gets there, but that's cool. So everyone gets to the dais. And yeah, Puck, you continue down here. It is slow moving. There's a couple of drops, and it is definitely getting slipperier and slipperier. But when you get to the bottom, it opens up to this. So you see maybe a foot or two of water, and it kind of is going into it. So now there's just a pool of water that continues on forward through the cavern. And sure, give me a perception check.
A perception of 15.
15. You look at the water and it sits very still, but it does seem to be current is going in this direction. And on the bottom you see little tiny bits of gleaming loose coins. Not heaps, but the occasional coin is on the bottom of this. But as you're looking at that... Oh, you're going?
Yeah. I was going to say, he's going to keep moving. He's going to use the grappling hook to just sort of keep moving through, very much Batmaning his way along.
Sure.
Like the Arkham games. But he's going to keep looking through this.
Okay.
But yeah, happy to jump back to others while he does that.
Yeah, we'll leave you there for now.
I know Puck would remember that the farmers had said follow the water to get out of the caverns as well.
Yeah.
So use that as you may.
So just so I don't have to do it, I think there now 2 of them have left. Excellent. But just so I don't have to do it, worry about having the gold and splitting it up later. We all get 16 gold. If you guys just want to add that, and then the other 2 can add it too. That was if you want to add 16 gold. So.
The only person who wouldn't have heard that would have been Hera. This dais, and rather than spending fucking 10 minutes ritually casting, I'm going to pull out that same Da Vinci Codex style device, place it inverted just at the edge of the dais, and click one of the canisters into it and cast Identify.
Onto the dais?
The dais itself,
Yeah, sure. Put the canister and the gas kind of goes around it, and you get the sense that this is a turntable, and the image on the top seems to, like, you kind of do that thing where you semi-push it. It seems to start interweaving with another image. Almost like one of those books where if you look at it at a different angle, it changes.
Yeah, those holographic pictures where you've got, like, I don't know, Obi-Wan fighting.
Yes, yeah.
Is there any magical enchantment on it?
It does seem to have an aura of illusion around it.
Of illusion.
You also do identify that it does go up and down as well. So you feel like weight on top of it will press it in.
Yeah, Molokov's here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, considering the iconography and all of that shit that we've got around, I think this is probably where he figures out that it emits light, but we'll probably have a play around with the idol, sort of see that it start like with a bit of a shake, it lights up,
Yep.
and I like almost like torchlight, give the without putting it on it.
Yep.
I want to like give the dais another once over using it like a torch, and
Yep.
then I'll give the skull a once over as well.
Sure. You illuminate the details that I've already explained in clearer
nothing-
detail.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
quite a bright light, but yeah, it doesn't do anything by just shining a light on things.
Yeah.
This does seem like it's like this doesn't seem like it's happened. It's been created or existed in the last couple of months. Like this whatever this contraption is slash the skull had been here for a very long period of time.
Correct.
I think it's safe enough. If this has anything to do with the Moon Mother, I can't think it being malicious. It's an illusory nature to the dais. Maybe it reveals something. I think it's worth the risk.
Good at this game.
Reese,
Yes.
sorry. Me seeing him, the Duke, originally with this hammer, pop that on the ground and it made. I might just, once we've decided, but maybe
Talk to your
maybe
party.
this has something to help with it. So I'll kind of hold up the moon hammer.
Molokov's definitely just thinking that you're thinking smash the.
No, I don't know. It's worth a shot, right?
Sure.
Worst comes to worst, we run after Puck, right? When you place it in the center as he did.
Go for it, Hero.
Have we actually tried to spin it yet?
No, we haven't. But we know that when it starts to spin, it almost starts to make an image. So I reckon we.
Yeah, it's got that like.
Yeah, I think before we try using items with it, I think we should try.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I missed a
Yeah,
bit
if
of that. I was just doing.
If that makes half an image or something, and then maybe we can go from there.
Yeah. All right.
Go for
I'll
it, guys.
Yeah. I'll come in. I guess sort of behind. Fuck. Why can't I grab myself today? It's really weird. Come behind it and start turning it.
Sure.
Lower those eyebrows.
You start turning it, and it rolls quite easily. And as it does, it you see the image on it change from a shining full moon to a darker half moon. And as you continue around, it goes to a complete half moon and clicks, and you hear it, and almost like dust moves off it. You then hear from the cavern beneath you skittering. And as you do, you see 4 creatures
Oh, son of it.
coming up from the sides of the walls.
Puck.
Which look like this.
No. No.
And I think I'm going to make a coffee before we roll initiative.
That's cool.
Reese, what is that?
Yeah, that's a hell of a gross thing.
So yeah, let's veer it back real quick.
Yeah.
massive hit on the first guy, and then I took a hit from him,
Yep.
and then I could. Yeah, I think I would have been able to survive a round.
For sure.
Because you were a hit because you were hidden at the start. You were a hit on the bonus action hides.
Yes.
So you would have been able to hide between each turn.
Yeah.
Not even hiding necessarily, although I could do that. But I
Yep.
could just shoot my grappling hook into the ceiling,
Yes.
Sure.
and from
They have
there,
wings.
no, they can't. Reese said there's no. Well, I don't know. Reese said they didn't have any range attacks.
No ranged attacks. No.
No, but,
Yeah.
they could fly.
Not really.
We didn't describe any wings.
No.
No, they had wings.
They
but-
had
yeah.
wings, but that's basically their interpretation of Dragonborn.
Yeah,
Right.
They don't mind.
Oh, of course, right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
they don't have a fly speed. So
No.
yes, I would have been able to win by killing the mage and then literally just hanging from the ceiling, being like,
Yeah.
and I shoot you, and I shoot you, and
Yeah.
I shoot you, just hanging at the top, being like, no.
They probably would have interacted with the prisoners at that point, but
Yeah.
anyway, these guys can't fly, but they can skitter. Let's go for initiative. Rolls,
Ah,
everyone.
shit, that's right.
Love things that skitter. They're my favorite kind of things.
Ah, that's fucking awesome.
Let's start with Vargir.
One.
It's a natural one. Minus one.
I was going to say, does that make him 0?
I'm not in initiative. That's actually
That's insane.
I'll give you a 1.
Yeah, just goes.
Get a -2, so you actually pop back up on the top.
Yeah. Puck.
Oh, hello. That's a 19.
Ghost.
15.
Hera.
I get a +1, so that's a 3.
Molokov.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Vargir might be ahead of me this time. I got a 6.
No, Varga's always down.
To be fair, we're usually pretty close to the bottom.
Yeah,
together.
Yeah. Okay. Did I understand correctly that Ghost yelled out for Puck?
Wasn't me.
All right.
I did say at the end,
Puck.
puck.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So
like,
I think the echoes would get down to you, Puck. So
Over the water?
it's not gushing down. This is slippery over the rocks. It's kind of like a little creek kind of thing. But yes, you can take your turn at the top.
Reese, did these things come down?
No, they came up. So action dash.
Well, yeah, I've got my grappling hook as well.
Sure.
So I'm not sure how far that'll let me move.
What's the range on it?
The grappling hook. Why is it-
50 feet, wasn't it?
You smashing your keyboard, Michael?
Yeah, something's going on there.
I
I think we just said it can move. I can't remember what we said, Ian. I thought it was because I thought we said it had 60 feet of range.
Yeah.
Or 50
I
feet
thought
of
it was-
range.
I thought it was like a 60-foot rope, which because it was made into a thing, meant it was like a 50-foot.
Yeah, that's
50
kind
foot.
of my memory of it.
So 50 foot, you can shoot and grapple yourself there as an
yeah,
action.
no, there it is. 50
Yeah.
foot. 50 foot. Cool. Yeah, 50 foot.
But that's got to be a
And
straight
that's an
line.
action.
Yep.
Yeah. Which I guess gets me probably to there, which is only 20.
Yep.
And then I might try and use some of my movement. I'm pretty dexterous and acrobatic to just move. So that's an action. So then I'll use some of my movement. Is this like difficult terrain maybe?
I was going to say, if you're not going to take it slowly, like you were on the way down, it's going to need a dexterity check to get up it.
Okay. But is it difficult terrain?
Not if you move at half speed, there'll be no check. If you move
Okay,
at full
I'm
speed,
going to go full speed. So
Yep.
that'll be my full speed movement.
Yep. Give me the dex.
So
check.
dex. Can I do acrobatics or just straight dex?
You can do acrobatics for sure.
Cool. Well, thank goodness, because that makes it a 16.
Right, one above what you needed. You are fine.
All right, and then I'm going to bonus action dash.
Dash. That'll do another check.
Yep, I'm just going to move. Well, that will get me there, but we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, easily. That's
Yep,
good. The
cool.
first roll was just enough. The second roll was good. I rolled a 15 plus
Yeah, cool.
8.
Scamper up around, and you look out to your party standing in this middle section, and in front of them, or in between the two of you, is a creature facing them. Looks like some sort of scorpion spider.
Yeah, I think Puck's just gonna be getting his bearings. That's all he can do.
Sure. All right, Ghost. You finish turning this thing to half black, half white, and you hear skittering around the cave. What would you like to
Do we
do?
keep turning it? I don't have True Sight anymore, which will become really handy for determining illusions. It's a good question. So when that locked into half black, half white, did it depress itself, or just something
No.
kind of clicked?
It clicked. It seems like it can take weight to press and maybe activate something.
Ooh. Probably it's that thing. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to use my action to flip the briefcase and bring out Envy,
Woo!
who's just been in the
Chilling.
pocket realm all this time. That's my action, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. And give Envy the bonus action command of basically go wait here and attack the thing if it comes across the bridge.
Sure.
Totally not seeing the one behind me.
Yeah, sure. Which is behind Hera.
Yeah. And then look back at the plaque again and go, what do you think? Keep going? Back the other way? That'll be my turn.
All right. Hera, you would have heard Ghost say that, and you did notice a kind of a sheen go over the skull when he did turn it. But otherwise, you noticed nothing different. Now it comes to their turn. Okay. So, where we're going to start from. This one here is going to scuttle forward. Action dash to there. This one here is going to go 15 feet to there. And it's going to shoot a web at Molokov.
Oh no.
So
Save from me?
it is a save from you. I'm just trying to find where it is.
I don't want to be webbed.
The creature. Oh, cool. That's even better. So a line of web flicks out and attaches itself to you, which you will be able to save for on your turn. Until then, you are
already
grappled.
there.
Yes.
Oh, gross.
And it is still connected to the creature as well.
Yeah, understood.
But unfortunately, that is its action.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, Vargir.
So let's just draw a little whoop. Hera, you feel this creature coming up behind you, and it's going to make a claw attack on you.
Oh,
For a total of 6.
that'll miss. That'll miss.
Second attack, a total of 13.
Ooh, that'll miss as well.
And you feel this thing nipping at your legs, and you kind of jump up out of the way, and it looks like it's trying to grab you. The one to the north is going to shoot its web at Envy. Ooh. And end its turn there. That brings us to Molokov. Could you please give me a strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw. That's okay. I'm not bad at those. And that's not a bad roll. It's a 17 on the dice. Plus 5, so 22.
Nice. You see this thing and just pull out of it and just snap the web. It does.
Can I do that in a certain way?
You can.
Can I attempt to do that in a certain
You
way?
can try.
I almost want to, like, pull it off, and I want to try and yank him.
Yep.
Across the over the edge.
Sure. That'll be a contested strength check.
Lovely. Nah. That's a 9 total.
9 total. You see it like dig its claws in and see that it is already ready to pull back on you.
Yeah. Now is that going to be like one of my attacks or?
Yeah. I'll say that as one of your attacks.
Cool. Sort of swearing under my breath at that. I think I am just gonna iron from across the chasm and launch the shield at him.
Sure. But I'm assuming you do drop the web.
Yeah. But I will roll to attack, which is a 16 to hit.
16 is what you need.
Ooh. Shield is just a d6. Yeah. Plus 5, so 6 damage.
6 damage. Bangs off it.
As the shield comes back, and as I catch it, I think I'm gonna. We're a bit crowded over this side. I'm gonna move up. Actually, to be fair, in case it webs me again, I'm gonna move right up in its face.
Sure. All right, Hera, you're up. Being nipped at the legs.
Yeah, I probably want to get the fuck out of here. But also don't want to get nipped anymore. So I will. Yeah, I'm going to do it there. I will turn around and punch my hands onto this thing, and I'll try and cast Inflict Wounds on it.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna go for a 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Give it damage.
It's going to be 28 necrotic damage.
Oh boy. Reach in and your fingers kind of almost curl around some of its carapaces and you send this necrotic energy into it and it starts to curl up like a bug in raid, but it does not die.
Just to perish. Okay. And in that case, I'm going to. I should have done that first, actually. That's right. Still, will we be able to get to me? Yeah, I think I will still take the opportunity attack. I'll just move and sort of squeeze past Ghost at the end there.
For sure. It'll reach out and try and grab at your leg for an opportunity attack. For a 10.
No, that'll miss.
slams into the ground, and you run up past Ghost. I'm assuming around the dais as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably should. Probably should run around.
No time like the present.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here his foot's about to touch it and like, fuck it.
No, I will run around.
Okay.
Only.
All right, that brings us to Vargir.
Kia ora. I'm going to move down to this one. Yeah, probably about there.
Sure.
Actually, I was here. I can go. Oh no, actually, that's a fucking terrible idea. I'm gonna move down to this one.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm just gonna take 2 swings at it.
Okay.
So first attack. That's a 16.
That'll hit. Also, is your shield of face or what?
No.
Okay.
It's been 10 minutes, I'm sure, from the last combat.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
That will not hit.
Cool. Okay, good to know.
But you go for damage on the 16.
Yep. That's 4, 5, 6. So 8. I will smite this.
Yes.
As
See the hammer mix with like white and green light.
yeah. So sorry. D8s. I haven't smited in so long. Where is it?
Smite the bug.
Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Have to ask: Is it fiend or undead?
It is not.
Okay. So this is.
We will fight fiends and undead, I promise.
That's okay. 2d8. So 8, 6. So math. 14. So 8 plus 14. 22.
Nice. You bring this hammer up and smash down on it, and the green and white energy blow it, and you see like pieces of it just fly off into the cavern, and it kind of scuttles around and looks at you. You're its new acquired target, but good serious damage.
That would be the end of my turn.
This thing is also like the size of like a pig.
Yeah. Yeah.
His name is Puck.
But if that ends you, Vargir, then Puck, you're up.
Yay. Puck is going to have to dash out to here, but he'll bonus action use his bonus action to dash. So move and bonus action dash to get to there. And then stabby stab with his rapier.
Nice. Go for it.
I will get sneak attack because it's within 5 feet of an ally.
Yep.
And that's a natural 1, but I am a halfling.
Well, should have been a halfling.
That's better. That's a 9 plus 8. So
17.
Nice. Oh, yeah. We get. Sorry, I was like, why is it plus 8? But it's because of proficiency stuff. Cool. And then damage.
Mhm.
I'll do my sneak attack. That is. Jeez, that's a really good roll. Plus 5. 30 points of damage.
Looking at a big 3-0 on its HP. How do you want to do this?
For the confusion in on Ghost's face, I rolled an 8, 2 6s, and a 5, plus 5 for my.
I know the math
my
added up.
rapier. Yeah, that's nuts.
It's pretty cool at level 5,
Yeah.
you know?
I think Puck is just sprinting in almost like sword first, rams it straight through this thing, and then kind of kicks it off the end of his blade into the chasm.
Nice. It just falls down.
Yeah.
You don't hear a body hit the ground. Just FYI.
Yeah. And that's all he can do, but I leave you alone for 5 seconds.
Vargir's like, oh. I didn't even know we were in combat.
That's my turn.
Cool. Ghost, you're up. You see Puck just absolutely ram this thing off the side of the cliff.
Yeah, which is really good. I don't think... I was just thinking about whether I try to fuck with the dais more. or not, and I
It's your
justified the
turn.
fact that Ghost is now more concerned about the things attacking his party than he is with a mystery device that he doesn't really understand. So
They'll be fine shortly.
stand up to look towards Envy, who's currently silked.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit. Oh, dear Lord, this sucks.
There's always the
Why?
dais.
Why must we do this? You don't know what it does to you. No, I'm gonna seeing Hero run past me, turn and see the one behind us. I'll cast a Mind Sliver against it.
Oh.
So it's an intelligence save.
Oh, these boys are not intelligent, let me tell you that. 8 on the dice,
DC 14.
which is a 3 total.
Oh. -5.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, he's gonna take some spook damage. That's 10 points of psychic damage.
Cool. Is there any stipulation about how intelligent the creature has to be?
Nope, not for the spell. It's
Cool.
a cantrip.
So how much damage?
10 points of psychic.
Nice. It just, again,
I know.
reels and starts scratching at its own head.
It will take 1d4 off the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn, if it makes one.
Understood.
And then I'll whistle to Envy in a back off manner, and she'll take a snap at the silk
Yep.
that's attached to her.
So either a saving throw or an attack against it.
We'll make this an attack.
Cool. Roll to hit then.
Natural one.
Snaps at it, and the web kind of starts getting caught up in its teeth. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
We'll still attempt to back up.
Alright. It goes to back up and cannot move further than this web allows it to.
Ugh, gross. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's all I've got for now. I'm gonna step around the dais and come shoulder to shoulder with Hera.
Awesome. Anything else for you?
So,
All right. Molokov, this one is going to move to the side of you and crouch down and try and shove you 5 feet to the west. That is a contested athletics check,
Contested athletics.
unless you would like to react.
I think hang on. I just need to. Sorry. Never mind. Don't have it prepared. Nice. Carry on. 18.
Nice. It bangs into you, and you don't falter at all. But now it will take a claw attack at you,
Yeah.
and that is a +5, so 18.
That will miss. Oh, hang on. No, that was. Yep. No, I threw my shield last round, so that will hit. Sorry.
Yep. So that will be 10 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
This one is going to move to the side and attempt to pull Envy off the bridge. So contested strength check.
Michael's disappeared.
Oh no. There he
Oh,
is.
there he is.
Did you hear that?
nope, missed it.
This one's going to move to the side and attempt to pull Envy off the bridge.
I hate it.
So a contested strength check.
Yep, steel defender. Not as strong as you'd think it is. Uh, 9.
9. You see Envy bite into this web and then it scuttle around and tug as Envy falls
Oh.
and slams into the wall down there. The web is still attached. But Envy is hanging on, biting onto this web.
Ooh.
That is, it's going to be its turn, though. This one is going to move up to the edge of the bridge here. And I guess you hit it last, Ghost, so it's going to shoot a web at you. And then that one's dead. That one's gone. That's all their turns. Molokov, you're up.
Well, he tried to do exactly what I planned on trying to do, except I was going to have to move him to do it. But now we can take that step out, and I am going to step this way.
Do the little
use one of
dance.
my attacks and try and shove him.
All right, contested.
So, got 3 shots at this. It's a natural 19, so it'll be a 23.
17, as you just yeet him off the cliff.
Lovely. Now, as I turn back and survey the rest of the battle, I see Envy hanging off a cliff. And I know that Envy's not necessarily a living being, but that's a lot of scrap that we'd be losing.
It is.
So I'm going to attempt to do something, and you can tell me whether or not it works.
It's the name of the game.
Because the enchantment says that I may return it. So here's what I'm going to try and do. Because what I'm afraid of is that the bug's now about to let go of the thing. So I want to take my shield, and I'm trying to frisbee it across, and I'm trying to attack, like essentially attack the web, so that it lodges into the cliff and holds the web. Is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. So the web has an AC and hit points.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have to hit it
and not break it
and not do the damage.
Yep, yeah, understood.
Is my because
You do know that Puck has a grappling hook gun, and
this is true.
And you know by looking at the turn order that Puck goes before the bug.
True. Okay.
It's possible, but I think that's the best way it's going to do, because you can throw it to, like, it's a bit of a distance, and if you just cut the web.
Yeah. That's just it. No, you're right. All right. No, I'll use my last 10 feet, come around there, and instead we'll throw the shield at this fella.
Sure. Who is connected to Ghost.
Yeah, but hopefully it won't knock him enough to throw him off the cliff. Excuse you. That's a 12 plus.
You're looking for a 16.
Yeah, we're at a 19, I think, with that.
All right, go for damage.
30, 20. Just D6. 3 plus 5. So 8 points of damage.
Nice. It knocks it, and the web kind of pulls taut with Ghost, and he kind of takes a step forward. But yes, it's still alive.
Yep. And as it returns to my hand, pull the crack, give myself more temp HP.
Nice.
That'll be my turn.
As your temp HP kind of glistens on your armor, the pseudo dragon runs around your shoulders, kind of excited that this magical energy is around it.
Yeah, hold on, sorry, it's getting bumpy.
But that brings us to Hera.
Probably be more interested in the one closest to Ghost. It's connected to him. So I will turn around, and on that one there, I'm just going to cast a Ray of Sickness at him.
To the one with Envy? Or the one with Ghost?
The one with Ghost, yeah.
Yep, sure.
Gonna be 14 to
That won't hit, unfortunately. As the ray.
that is unfortunate. I suppose that's my action. Oh no. I suppose I'll must look down to these guys and I'll shout out to Vargir and I'll just say, "Come cut this web." Tell them to free our friend here.
Nice. Cool. Ends your turn, and we come to Varga, who just been given instructions, and you see that Ghost is attached to this web.
Yeah. Okay. This hasn't been damaged at all?
It has a couple of times.
Sure. I think I'm going to just run round
Sure.
and smash its characters with my hammer.
Love it.
I have
Arcs up and then comes down.
cut web with bludgeoning damage. Yeah, sure. So, that's good. 16 plus 7.
That's a hit. Roll
so
for damage.
23. And then the next attack. 18.
18 damage or 18 to hit?
18 to hit.
Yep, go
And
for
then I'll roll
damage.
damage at the same time. So this is plus 8 for both attacks. 18 damage all up.
Nice. As you run around, your hammer still glowing and almost creating a radiant light around you as you move past everyone. Kerry, you probably would notice that as he does move past the dais, it kind of gives a bit of a magical essence from it as well. But he swings it up and smashes this thing into the ground, and it just goes flat. Your hammer still connecting this web that is connected to Ghost. If Ghost, you were to jump down, you could abseil down because that web is stuck in the ground.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Awesome. Top of the round, Puck.
Yeah, Puck is quite concerned for Envy and is going to 50 feet dash probably to right on the edge there. Yeah, right on the edge there.
Yep.
And he's going to shoot hook kind of into Envy is the plan.
Sure.
And as he goes past, he's going to call out, "I'm probably going to need some help here." And he's going to shoot it.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm going to
And
say
might-
you're still going to go for Envy's AC because it is like dangling and trying.
I'm fine with it hurting Envy in the sense of I'd rather hurt Envy than have Envy plummet to
Sure.
its death.
All right. Roll for an attack then.
That's a 16 plus 8, so 24.
Lodges like right in
Absolutely,
its
yes.
collar bit. It's like
Yeah.
Envy kind of just like you don't have to roll any damage for it, but Envy kind of like reels back, but knows that something has hit it from behind.
Yep. And up to you, DM, if that's all I'm able to do. Otherwise, I would want to do one object interaction.
I would say that's your action. What's
that's
the
fine.
object one?
Well, it's activating a magic item, so it might be too much.
I think that'll be too much if you're taking the time to aim this and shoot it.
Yep, totally fine. Puck is then just going to basically brace himself as hard as he possibly can and look back pleadingly at the rest of the party.
As the grappling hook kind of connects and goes taut, your feet kind of do that little shuffle across the rocks towards the edge. The rest of you see this, but Ghost, you're up.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna push through Hera's space and come to about there
Sure.
myself. Yeah, that'll do. Maybe here.
Also, just think about the order of things that will happen here.
Yep. Sure. That puts me within. Actually, we'll make it. Actually, how far can I run? See if I've only got 5 more feet from there. Yeah, so let's just go to here. Pulling out my own rope of entanglement
Oh,
and flicking it out towards Envy to grapple my own companion.
uh-huh. You're gonna have to roll for attack.
I don't actually. The target must succeed
Oh.
on a DC 15 saving throw or become restrained.
Now, I believe you can tell Envy to choose to fail the save.
Willingly fail. Yes.
Nice. All right, so
So that goes along with the whistle. And I will use my
Envy
last
is
5 remaining
suspended in midair
strung
by
up
these
from all
three
sides.
different-
And I'll use my last 5 feet of movement to sort of start pulling back.
Yep.
And simultaneously, oh yeah, that'll do. Simultaneously give the whistle for Envy to again attack the silk.
Sure.
It's better. That's it's +5, +3 to hit. 16 to hit.
16. It bites in. Go for damage.
I forgot that the damage increased. No, it didn't. I'm only seeing half of the description. No, that's it. That is 9 points of force damage.
9 points is enough to cut through this web as it snaps and Envy drops in free fall and pulls on both the rope of entanglement and the grappling hook. Since now, how am I going to do this? You're both going to have to make strength saves as it tugs. Because the weight is split across 2, you can make it at advantage. I was debating whether advantage or a higher DC.
Who's
Lower
the
DC.
shorter?
We're the same height.
They're,
Who's
the
they're
same
even.
height.
Shut the fuck up, Seb. They're exactly to a centimeter.
Yeah. If we actually do a bit of maths here, you know.
I think you'll find that D&D is non-Euclidean physics.
So if this-
actually,
This is X and then equals
No. It's
V
non-Euclidean
plus
physics.
velocity over
What's Envy's exact mass?
yeah. So yeah,
Like 30 pounds.
both need to make strength saves at advantage.
16.
The DC was 15. As you plant your feet into the ground, Ghost, you see Puck go yeet and go off. So give me a dex save, Puck, as you fall down the cavern, attached to Ghost. Attached to Envy, who is attached to Ghost.
who was this roll before? My deck saves are bullshit. That's a 23.
Okay, you Spider-Man down that wall and don't take any impact damage. But Envy, if you want to do a dex save as well.
That's another tug. So isn't that another save for another?
No,
So
no.
just gonna kick Seb from the group briefly, guys.
In for Envy.
Seb just really wants to see if someone die today.
It might be heading that way. What was the dex save, Envy?
14.
14. That is fine. Doesn't take any damage. Smacking into the wall. I'm going to end that turn there. As
And
now.
Envy's got movement, so can attempt to start scrambling up the wall towards me.
Sure.
Actually, if I call myself out, technically the rope of entanglement means they're restrained, which means they have no movement speed.
Unfortunately, you're correct.
Cool.
But that web's gone. So we've got. Let's go that, then that.
Does that mean Puck's now 100 feet down the cavern?
I know my grappling hook was like the length of whatever the the
Yeah.
thing was.
5, 10, 15,
Yeah,
20.
the
What
rope
is that?
takes
20,
probably
20,
like
yeah.
20 feet. So
He's probably
you're
hanging
40
like
feet
20
down.
or 30 feet down, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like the grappling hook can go as
Yes.
half the distance at once.
The grappling
Right,
hook
right.
can retract.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't know if
Um,
it could stop halfway through, or if
so-
it, like had the whole thing had to come out and then.
So, this is why I love this game. The creature's still alive and is going to action itself next to Ghost and do an attack.
Okay.
17.
I'm going to, like, the top of my head lights up, my eyes flash. I'm going to silvery barbs it.
Nice. You are holding onto this rope for dear life, and it's just got even heavier. You see this creature running at you and just claws to you. Is that disadvantage?
So you roll again and take the lower number.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's a total of 16.
Fuck. That's still going to be enough. Okay. Yep, it hits.
It's going to be
I
10
will-
slashing damage.
Advantage on my next d20 roll.
Yep. 10
How many points of damage?
10 slashing damage. And then yeah, that's all it's going to do. Molokov.
Yep. Z to jump.
Whoop.
I suppose I can. Oh no, that would take full action to actually start helping. Yeah, I think. Can I sort of almost stand in this space? Is there enough room for me there? If like,
I'm
if you
gonna.
look at it- I almost want to like try and be in between it, but yeah, no, I get it. If I look over and see that I can't get there,
Yeah, it's very tight. It goes is pretty much
Yeah.
on the edge there.
yeah, I think the safer thing for everyone. I rather than getting hands on ghosts, I'm gonna try and get hands on the rope.
Sure.
And whether this is the help action or what, I am just gonna start trying to pull them up.
Pull it up. Yep. I reckon give me a strength check.
Okay.
Looking for a 15.
It's a 16 on the dice.
16. And so you heave Envy up to this level. So Envy is now on the edge.
Like they're not needs to do one more clamber to get like
Correct.
up and on. Yeah,
And then you
gotcha.
see behind, and Puck is dangling with his grappling hook. But anything else you'd like to do?
No, I feel like that's most of my action economy, just trying to do that. So
All right,
I think,
Hera.
I think I'd make room for them by like moving there.
Sure, Hera, you are seeing absolute scenes play out in front of you.
Drop the bug.
Sure am. But I'm not going to be much help strength-wise, so I will just move myself over there. And I will try and cast a eye. This kind of isn't. Has he even taken any damage?
No, he has not.
I could do the do. In that case, think yeah, because fuck, I can't really get close enough to him. 'Cause Ghost is in the way. Okay, in that case, I will. Yeah, move over to there where I am.
Yep.
And I'm just going to cast another Ray of Sickness at this bug. Sort of whirl it around for a second and get a bit more power into it. Oh, fuck me. That's not going to hit.
Not gonna hit.
And no, I focus a bit too much on trying to make it stronger that I put a point down and sort of I'm almost pointing at Ghost and point my arm up and it just sort of
Goes wide.
off into the distance, into the
Unfortunate.
cavern. Shit. Fuck. But I guess I'll use the rest of movement to come back over here
Sure.
and sort of just get closer to the dais.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has this creature been hurt either?
No, it has not.
I don't think it has, yeah. I'll just come over here. I think I'm just going to reach my arms round Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
And it's whether I shove it or grapple it. But I think I'm just going to grapple it. What?
No, never mind. No.
I'm just going to... So I'm going to reach around. I'm just going to try to, like, hold it there in place. What? Oh, reach around.
Hold it there in place. I don't know if I'm going to shove it or just grapple it. Fucking
Now. Yeah.
You can do either or.
You do have 2 attacks now. Shoving and grappling are both an
attack.
One of the
attack.
attacks.
I guess, yeah. You know what? I might try grapple it and shoving it. I might instead just try throw it.
Yeah, sure. So let's go for the grapple first, which is contested strength.
Sure. Athletics.
Athletics, sure.
I got cut in for 2 seconds. When I cast Silvery Barbs, I had to make some rolls. And thankfully, I rolled 1 on a d6, which means the creature has taken 5 points of necrotic damage.
Gotcha. What did you roll?
19 plus 5, so 24.
You pick this thing up. It is now scrambling in your arms, and you see it getting ready to shoot more web, but you literally have this thing picked up over Ghost's head.
Yep. And I will chuck it as far as I can down this giant pit.
Yep. You don't even have to roll for it. You just heave it, and it... Again, you don't hear a body hit the floor.
Yeah.
But you yeet this thing into oblivion, which takes us out of initiative.
I will run over and just start.
Help.
I'll grab Envy and pull Envy. Because Envy can't climb. Just dragging Envy up and then grabbing the rope with Molokov and.
Fantastic.
Waiting till it's like 10 feet down, and then going,
Let go of it. Let it drop for a second.
You get the face of just like.
No, he doesn't even drop because he just grabs on and lets the rope fall. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Couldn't you, if you were falling, just click the immovable rod and...
Theoretically, you probably need to make a strength save to not have my arm rip out of its socket.
Go like that.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
But between that and the grappling gun, I can probably...
I assume that was the item interaction you were going to do. You were going to try
put
the immovable rod. Yeah.
Nice. That does take us out of initiative. Ghost
Well,
just
he's like,
well, that's it.
Not initiative.
He
If there's
jumped
not
off.
initiative,
If we're
I
not in
don't
combat,
care.
what's the point?
Let go of Envy. What?
Okay. So with everyone back on the platform
What a cool fight.
What a great fight.
and calm
Everyone
once
okay?
again. Yes.
Sorry, not my smartest of ideas.
Sorry, we all had some bad ideas.
I got to reach around, so I feel great.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, I think you might have been onto something. Perhaps
I
you
think
think
I
Sonia?
was. Didn't you mention there was a door somewhere with these symbols on it?
Yeah, over there. There's a. I think it might be the other end of the teleportation tunnel that you described. And I'll point down that way. I want to keep exploring. I think I might have found the way out over here. They said follow the water, and there's a creek, a little stream that runs down into a bigger lake. I didn't get far enough down before you called me back. I think that might be the way out, but I'd also like to explore out this way, and they're pointing at those kind of things.
Well,
I might go on and have a look at the waypoint.
The what?
The
I
waypoint.
think
the gate down here.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, before we turn it again, I would definitely like to see that door. Or at least have someone see that door, because before as everyone's sort of doing their thing, just following along from Ghost's train of thought from before,
Uh-huh.
I think there's only one remaining body up here, and that's the one that's been squished into the ground over here.
Yes.
But I'm not trying to determine much other than there doesn't seem to be anything illusory about this thing. Like, it's not like changing back into another shape, or...
Give me a nature check.
Sure. Nature... 13.
13. This looks like a cave-dwelling creature that finds its home in caverns and deep pockets of underground
Yeah.
and hunts when it hears things.
Yep. And we made a big chunk.
Correct.
Yep. That's cool. That is exactly what I was trying to determine.
Hera, you come down around this and you see this archway that is, kind of almost resemblant to the Mines of Moria door, and inside is smooth stone that has a sphere that is concave. Is it going in?
Cave is in.
Yeah, it caves in,
Cave is in here.
and then down from it, in almost a plus shape, you have two half circles that are half white, half black, and then on the other side it's half black, half white, and at the bottom is a full white marble circle, and in the middle is a hieroglyphic humanoid that looks like it's running.
It's the portal guy.
No other markings or scribes? Or...
No.
Should I try turning it again? I say to probably Molokov, who's within earshot.
Might not be a bad idea. We'll hit us down there, see if there's any change at the door. Assuming we had like a little chat before everyone split off, heard about the sheen on the skull. I'll sort of watch the skull as Ghost turns the DJ set.
Sure. You roll it again, and it goes with quite a lot of ease. And as you do, you see the image start to cross over with another one. And as you rotate it, it turns to a dark onyx stone as you click it into place, and you hear a no skittering this time. And Molokov, you notice a sheen kind of go over the dragon skull.
Okay. Jesus, sorry, so much noise.
Oh, good.
No changes.
The farmers are mowing their lawns back at the camp.
That's the sound of starting up the scythe, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out the
Go on.
moon hammer.
Yep. There is no change down by you here, by the way.
And I will kind of just place it, just trying placing it on top of the dial.
Those on top, and then letting go.
Yeah, no, I'll hold on to it just to see.
Okay. I more mean, are you letting its weight press down?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. As you do, you see almost a flash in the dragon's eyes, and the three of you hear as the dais sits down, you see that one of its eyes seems to have a sizable onyx spherical shape appear in one of its eyes.
There's a rock.
Almost looks like an eyeball sitting in place in the skull.
I'm assuming alongside Ghost, I will have a look at it.
You go up and you inspect it. It looks like a almost near perfect spherical onyx rock.
I don't feel depressed looking at it.
No, no, no.
Does it
When
seem
this
like
door
this-
has been described to me, the one,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah, I will attempt to take the onyx orb.
You reach out and grab it, and as you do, it comes freely.
Wisdom saving throw. Cool. Do we try it on the door? Maybe we need door 4. I don't know.
I'll lift off the hammer.
As you do, the dais comes back up, and Molokov, you seem to be holding nothing.
Yeah, I thought so. Cool.
Ah.
Okay. Okay, well now we know how it works.
What works?
It's gone. I sort of turn back from like halfway over the bridge.
Oh right. I'll put the hammer back down.
As you do, the black marble orb reappears in the eye.
He's totally gonna wait till I'm like right next to the door again.
When you click move on a game and the character just moves away and you're just like, no, you need to stand on the...
Yeah, I will take the eye again.
Okay.
Ungroup from Vargir and move back to the...
Right. Hera,
the
you
door.
see Molokov arrive with a spherical black onyx orb.
And yeah, you said that there was like the concave slots for each form.
Yeah.
I will attempt to, in the new moon slot, place this piece of onyx.
All right. As you place it in, Vargir, back at the dais, you see it raise, and your hammer kind of almost loses its weight on it. And at the door, you place this thing in, Molokov, and Hera, you see it illuminate a circle between all the moons. And almost a white light starts appearing. You kind of shield your eyes before looking back, and the black orb is no longer there. But instead, in front of the door, you find a pair of boots.
Did you order these?
Now, if that ain't Amazon Express delivery, I don't know what is.
They take the same day delivery seriously.
Very seriously.
Some boots on sale today, but this is. I think whatever you did to get that gem, we need to do that again. But I think there's all 4 cycles of the moon. You have to have.
Do you think we're
Is
going to
it
get the full
possible to
outfit?
keep- Well, I don't know. Hopefully. Take
All
a
right.
closer look at these. I'll pick the boots up.
All right, you pick them up. You do get a sense of magical energy emitting from them.
I have to get the ghosts to have a bit of a closer look at these.
Ghost is just sitting, waiting, listening for screams of terror. Not hearing
Those
any.
screams and terror.
Oh.
No, I suppose we shall we go back and explain the plan?
Yes, I suppose so.
All right, sweet.
All right,
Take the boats. Off we go.
heading back with these boots and no orb, as Varga, your hammer comes back up. You see the rest of your party join you in the center of this cavern. Figuring out that this one has released some magical boots of some kind, and feeling like there is quite a bit more to explore in this cave, that is where we're going to end today, leaving the mysteries to come up next time.
Love it.
Tis a big cave.